from the Monroe Civic Center in Monroe, Louisiana. It is time for a Saturday night edition of Columbus River Dragons hockey. Hello everybody, my name is Liam. Go time, Gotimer. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you as tonight the River Dragons can eliminate the Monroe Moccasins from the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. The puck drops in exactly a half hour. Last night was an absolute thriller for the River Dragons in game number 1. They jumped out to a 1-0 lead 50 seconds in. Who scored? Well, the league's best player, simply put, Tyler Barrow, number 8. And he began what would be a barrage of offense toward Chris Branch / Nolan Egbert and the Monroe net as a whole. After Barrow's goal, well, Alexander Jemayev would add to the total with one of his own. He started off the play, then he finished it off. The Moccasins would claw their way back late in the first period as their captain, Frank Schumacher, number 27, found the back of the net. It made the game a 2-1 score, but that is as close as Monroe would get. Because in the second period, the River Dragons received goals from Alex Storjahan, Brad Thornton, the rookie, Kyle Moore, and your captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood. And, well, a 4-goal second period led to a 6-1 score after 40 in favor of the good guys. Then, the final 20. Monroe did score twice, but so did the River Dragons. The captain scored once again, 2 straight goals for number 11. He has been red hot since joining the forward group. The final goal for the River Dragons on the night went to the newest member of the Dragons, Dustin Jesso, who was impactful in every single area of the ice. He wears number 12, and you can expect to see a lot of him as tonight's game continues to roll on. But for now, I just spoke about it. Now you are going to watch it once again. Highlights from last night's thrilling Game 1 victory over the Monroe Moccasins on home ice. "20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for Game 1 of a best-of-3 series. It's the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Hunter will shoot in to the left of the goaltender for the Monroe Moccasins. That's Chris Branch, who wears number 35. It's not Tyler Masternak, Mike. He will be tested right now. Here we go. Kyle Moore, right dot, across, score!
I'll tell you what, there you go. You got Moore coming down the wing and trailing him on the far side is Barrow. Easy pass over and an easy goal in, and it's just like that, 1-0.
The best player in the Federal Prospects Hockey League opens us up. Tonight, it's 1-0 Columbus, 50 ticks into the game. Ryan Hunter will get some support, and Brody Thornton. Monroe will make something out of this, and Babin closes up the pads. Dustin Jesso wears number 12. Patakin will fire, pad save, rebound, and swept just wide by Jemayev. He'll try again, and scores!
How about that? Alex Jemayev, Johnny on the spot, able to just get that one by Branch, and just like that, 2-0. Kind of like that look with Jesso. Barrow really made some things happen out there.
Doherty, Thornton, it's a 2-on-1. Thornton shoots, and it got through Branch, but wide of the net. Man, Columbus all over Monroe right now, but a loose puck for Scantlebury. Babin came out of the net and beat number 17 to the biscuit. He'll float it over to the far side half board. Scantlebury falls down, and Tyler Barrow has turned it over. Schumacher kept it in. Here's a give and go, and they score.
Yeah.
Liaraco's a back pass. Oh my goodness, it almost ended up in the Monroe net. Hagen Moe will let it rip. How about that pressure from behind? Barrow will send it up the ice. It's Moore with a driving Storjahan, and the pass never got there. Moore will bump into Matcham. Storjahan shoots, scores! So Josh Colton will move over to the far side corner of the ice. He'll bank it off of the end wall for Brody Thornton. Thornton, a defenseman out of Clinton Township, Michigan. This is Brad Thornton, a rookie forward out of Langley, British Columbia. Thornton for Dustin Gesso, just claimed off of waivers. Fortin, his feed. The zone exit is blocked. Fortin keeps it in on the forehand. Right side to the back door, they score!
I'll tell you again, right now keep her coming. Just keep them ripping, no let up. They're throwing the puck in on Branch, and they're shooting from everywhere. And that's what you got to do. And you're looking at Fortin, the young guy, getting rewarded for his hard work. And boy, does that kid come along and just kind of come out of nowhere and really has fit in well with this River Dragons team.
This will be a breakaway for Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore, he scores!
Just a play that was blocked at the blue line. They see Moore. He had to wait for it, make a turn as he comes in, and then just floats a little one-hander through the 5-hole of Branch, and wow, it's 5-1.
The Moccasins have no idea what just hit them. Hey, this is a message to the Federal Prospects Hockey League and everybody watching. The River Dragons are here, and we've got some unfinished business.
I'll tell you, they're taking care of it right now through this period and a half.
Crickets coming from that Monroe bench right now. Oh, baby. Fornaris just got rocked. And you know what, Mike? I want to mention this. Can we perhaps expect this game to get out of control a little bit on the Monroe side in terms of the frustration? Watch out. Here we go. Underwood scores!
And now you're going to see it kind of start get chippy right now.
It's a rout here in Columbus.
Not yet.
No, it's a rout here in Columbus. 6-1.
I'll tell you, it's remarkable the way this has kind of transpired. I did not think it would be a game like this.
Kirk Underwood will set up a 2-on-1 with Fortin. Underwood, offside, scores!
Oh, man. Oh, man. Let me tell you what.
Oh, captain, my captain. It's 7-1 River Dragons.
That is the last thing Monroe needed. Certainly coming off the power play to kill. Moore comes out, makes a play, chip the puck up. Underwood rushes a possible 2-on-1. He decides to take it wide and then shoot a wrister and beats Branch. And I think that's going to be it for Branch. I think
we'll see how Egbert fares. And, well, here we go. Gesso, breakaway, scores!
Getting out of hand now.
The rout is on in Columbus. It's 8-1. Can I say the rout is on now?
Yeah, well, it is a rout right now, but there's still 18 minutes and 34 seconds left.
Oh, that Monroe bench is so quiet over there. As Fornaris will shoot, rebound comes out, and Hagen Moe slips it through the 5-hole of Babin. That's a goal. It's 8-2. Here's Schumacher, a pass to the front. They score.
They do.
It's a power play goal for the Moccasins with 7:26 left. It's 8-3. The goal goes to Frank Schumacher, his second of the night.
Well, Schumacher gets his second. I mean, it's a little bit.
Here's Jemayev, the dangle. He'll turn back and play some keep away, and why not with half a minute to go.
Yeah, with 30 seconds left.
$20 seconds to go. $10 ticks left.
And that's going to do it. Well, I'm glad it didn't work into something that it shouldn't have, and it could have, because there was a couple of players that were having a discussion at the red line, but thankfully both teams come to their senses and live to fight another day. Monroe, I'll tell you, Liam, farthest thing that I expected was a lopsided win. I was really thinking this was going to be down to the wire, you know, nip and tuck the whole way. But I am so impressed at what the River Dragons have done tonight, offensively, and of course, unsung-wise, defensively. Played a fantastic defensive game, and that was as much of a story as those 8 goals they put up.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right? Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca.
Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here. Have a great party, guys.
That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
A warm welcome back to Monroe. Liam Gotimer here with you, continuing to get you set for puck drop between your River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins. It's game 2 of round 1 of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Columbus won last night in game 1 by a final score of 8-3. You all watched the highlights prior to the commercial break. Now let's hear from your head coach, Jerome Boom Boom Bichard, on what he saw from his team. He had some very interesting things to say. With that said, let's hear from the man himself.
Coach, 8-3 win in game 1 of round 1 of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs against the Monroe Moccasins. What did you see from your team?
Well, I thought we were locked in for a better part of the whole game. Obviously scoring that first goal in the almost first shift was huge, and then get another one, 2-0, and you know, we were just dialed in on kind of all aspects. Our forecheck was spot on. Our back check was good. Power play fired. You know, and you know, I thought we disrupted their flow of the game for the most part, and you know, we'll take it, and just proud of the guys how they kind of bought into what I sold them all week.
Coach, the final score was 8-3, but the score was 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Can you just talk about your team's ability to build upon their advantage in the second period when the game suddenly got tight and Monroe came out with quite a push at the start of that middle frame?
Oh no, well they came out with a good push on either way. Like Babs made some grade A saves in the first period, and even in the second period we gave him like a mini breakaway, and he gets ran into by, I forget who it was, but it doesn't really matter, but made a big save. And yeah, I mean, it all starts from the back end out, and I thought our defensemen held the blue line when they could, and defended well for the most part. We broke out fairly cleanly for the most part of the game. A couple miscues on some plays breaking out, which gave them some sustained pressure. And really, when it comes down to it, it's kind of what I said all the time: we shoot ourselves in the foot, and it didn't cost us. Previous games, the puck was in our net, and probably we were kind of battling a little bit. But yeah, everybody was dialed in.
Were you a little bit surprised that Tyler Masternak was not the starter nor the backup goaltender?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure what happened. I thought he was probably their guy for better part of the year, per se. I believe Masternak spent the night in Monroe waiting for us, so he's well rested to play tomorrow. I think that was probably their play. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, if you think about it, obviously Branch is a quality goalie, and he's proven that he can play. They have their 2 games at home. They got to win 2 games at home. Their backs are against the wall a little bit now, but I guess that's their confidence that they have in their team and in their goalie, and we'll just have to hopefully knock some confidence off.
On that note, it doesn't directly pertain to tonight's game, but just around the league, just in general. Chris Branch was wearing Tyler Masternak's number tonight. Is there any fuel to that, you think, or is that something you've seen around the league a couple of times? I found it interesting.
Yeah, you know what? It's a jersey. I mean, it doesn't matter when it comes down to the players. I mean, I wore 16 for a better part of my career, but if they didn't have my jersey, I don't think that would bother me. I'm still going to play the same way, and I'll recreate another number for some glory.
Let's talk about Dustin Gesso. He makes his River Dragon debut. He has a 3-point night, a goal, and 2 assists. How do you think he was working on his line in his first game with the Dragons? And then he got some power play time as well towards the end of the game. Yeah,
you know what? He came in and he probably proved me wrong a little bit. He was a big impact of the game. He kind of solidifies a little bit on, I don't like to say 1, 2, and 3. I'd say he solidifies a line and gives us some jump and some jam and some experience. And you know what? The biggest thing I was proud of him is I thought he held his composure very well tonight. I was trying to keep him away from Scantlebury most of the night. He had a couple of run-ins with him and this and that. So pretty proud of how he played.
Alexander Jemayev and Alex Storjahan both score. Can you talk about the type of impact both of those players have with a bunch of playoff experience, both lighting the lamp?
Yeah, well, Jammer should have scored on the first shot instead of coming around the back end type thing.
At first you don't succeed.
But yeah, no, I mean, Jammer's played in the league for a while, and his experience with his physical play and, scoring touch. Does he have? Is he a natural true scorer? No, but he plays hard and he goes to the net, and he reminds me a little bit of me. Not a natural goal scorer, but he's got a good shot and he's got a good nose for the net. And when you go to the right areas and you play hard, good things are going to happen.
Brad Fortin, in his first professional playoff game, scores a goal, just picking right up where he left off during the regular season.
Yeah, Fort's had quite a bit of jump tonight. He was first on the forecheck, and he was finishing checks, and he made a lot of good little plays. Know when to chip it and when to dump it, when to get it out in our end or at the blue line, and You know, and then obviously he's got a knack for the net, and he's got a wicked shot, and you know, just so set him up on the power play for that tap in. Probably hasn't scored an easier goal than that per se, but no, he had some jump tonight, and he played really well.
Did your team surprise you tonight?
No, I've been waiting for that team to show up all year. You know what? I mean, I'm thinking surprising a few people as far as that goes. I mean, we've played inconsistent, and we've shown spurts where we know we can play. And you know what? Tonight we had 18 guys doing the same thing, putting in the same effort in all aspects, offensively, defensively, back checking, re-tacking the puck, and that's the difference between regular season playoff hockey.
Last question for you. Once again, no fun question for the interview because we are, like I said earlier, all business over here. What's your number one key to the game tomorrow with a chance to close out the series, and any changes at all?
Well, I think the biggest thing, you know what, as a team that have been outplayed like this before, with being the number one team, Monroe's not a 7-1 hockey or an 8-3 hockey team. They're better than what they played tonight, and we all know that. We're going to go into a hostile environment where the ice is going to be bad, the boards are going to be bad. They know their rink better than we do. And you know what? We just got to go in and play a simple road game. You know, take care of the blue lines, making sure that there are no turnovers at the blue lines, making sure in the defensive zone, anything close to the blue line's got to get out. And when we get in the offensive part of the game, we got to make sure that those pucks get in and go play down there, as opposed to trying something and turning it over. And they're a transition hockey team, you know, and they can score. And most of their goals are created by turnovers and chaos and shots from the point and rebounds and all that stuff. If you look at their rebound goal, a turnover at our blue line, a quick give and go, shot from a terrible angle, shot with a purpose, off the pad, open net. It's as simple as that. And you know, we need on our side, we need to replicate the same thing on our side. We want to shoot the puck from all over the place and create those good lucky bounces and get those tap-in goals.
Coach, thank you for your time.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Back here in Monroe. Liam, go time. Gotimer here with you, getting you set for game number 2 of a best-of-3 series between your River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins. As you see on your screen, Monroe about to enter the playing surface, but before they do, fans, this is a great time to tell you all about tonight's fire starter of the night. And it is Tyler Barrow, number 8, led the league in points this season. The best player in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. 6 professional playoff points prior to last night, and well, in his first postseason contest in the Federal Prospects Hockey League, Tyler Barrow picked right up where he left off in the regular season. 3 points, a goal, and 2 assists. Always a great night for Tyler Barrow to be the fire starter of the night. And with a fire starter of the night means we must have a pest of the game, brought to you by our friends over at Cook's Pest Control. We go from number 8 to number 9, and well, for the Monroe Moccasins, number 9 is Carlos Fornares. Fornares, 5'9", 170 pounds, 31 years old, out of Miami, Florida, 85 points this season in 54 games played. He led the Moccasins in points produced, 6 power play goals during the regular season, 6 game-winning goals, including 1 that came right here in this building earlier this month against the River Dragons. Carlos Fornares, who wears number 9, is tonight's pest of the game. Shout out to Cook's Pest Control for providing our pest tonight. And fans, the River Dragons will line up as follows. No changes from last night. Tyler Barrow will play alongside Alex Torjahan and Kyle Moore. Ryan Hunter will play with Kirk Underwood, the captain, who had 2 goals last night. Brad Fortin, number 61, the rookie forward, will play on the right side. The third line, well, on the left, it's the man who just came out onto the ice, Alexander Jemayev, number 71. He'll play with Dustin Jesso, number 12, who, in his River Dragon debut last night, had a goal and 2 assists like Tyler Barrow did. Jesso centers that third line. Ryan Galvin, number 28, will be on the right. The lone extra forward is number 13, the 6'5", 230-pound forward, Scott Doherty. On defense, Mike Wynn, number 44, will play with Josh Colton, number 5. There's quite a bit of chemistry with that defensive duo. Of course, both of those players, longtime members of the Motor City Rockers, now playing in their most important games as a River Dragon. Mike Wynn and Josh Colton will back the defense on the first pairing. Nathan Balkwill will play alongside Lair Patakin. Lair Patakin continues to get better and better every single game. I've been extremely impressed with number 36, and well, what else can you say about Nathan Balkwill? Came back into the lineup after an elongated absence, and well, he has been steady Eddie back there on defense. To quote my good friend and color commentator, Mike V, who I miss very much up here in the booth. Brody Thornton will play with Nathaniel Mott. Those two, like Mike Wynn and Josh Colton, not unfamiliar with one another. Of course, number 65 and number 74 previously paired up in college at Adrian. They won a national championship together at the ACHA level. In goal, it's the Dark Knight, Trevor Babin. He made 35 saves last night on 38 Monroe shots. Simply stellar. He's backed up by number 35, Tyler Roy. The lights have come down here in Monroe. As the on-ice show continues to roll on here in Monroe, fans Apologies for the audio issue there. We'll get that sorted out. Now back to the Monroe Civic Center. That's quite a display, isn't it? That's a lot of smoke. We'll leave it here in Monroe until the national anthem. And the two teams come to the center ice face-off logo for the opening puck drop, which is expected in just a few moments.
Also, please welcome the ice our final group of junior Moccasins players. For the Wednesday's
minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for Game 2 of a best-of-3 series. In round 1, of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. In this first period, which is proudly brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland, Columbus will skate from right to left. The River Dragons tonight are wearing their white uniforms with the black and teal letters, numbers along the back and on the sides. On the other side, for the Moccasins, they will, of course, attack from left to right. They wear their black jerseys, fitting, with black and brown letters, numbers along the back and on the sides. The captain, Kirk Underwood, lining up with the captain of the Moccasins, Frank Schumacher, for a ceremonial puck drop, which is not on your screen. You know what is on your screen, though? The Dark Knight, number 72, Trevor Babin, who made 35 saves last night in a Game 1 win. He's right back in between the pipes this evening, with Tyler Roy backing him up. It's a full cast of characters on the River Dragon bench. Assistant coach Austin Doe has joined the team for the trip, alongside head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. Head coach Bichard will open up tonight's game with the forward line of Brad Fortin, number 61, a rookie out of Langley, British Columbia. He scored his first professional goal in a playoff game last night. Of course, he had 10 points during the regular season. Alongside him up front will be Ryan Hunter, number 88, and your captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood. On the back end, it's Mike Wynn and Josh Colton. And in goal, it's Trevor Babin. It's Kirk Underwood and Brad Summers at the center ice face-off logo. The puck's been dropped. The Moccasins take possession. We are officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on game number 2. Mike Wynn with a near keep at the left point, but Josh Colton at the red line will take a shove from Hagen Moe, who loses his stick. And there is a funny bounce that comes out into the neutral zone. There's that tough ice here in Monroe. We'll be talking about that all night. In net for the Moccasins, it's Tyler Masternak. Yes, he is still with the team, confirmed. Chris Branch wore his number last night. Tonight, though, he is back. Brad Fortin with a takeaway. Fortin, high slot, save, rebound, and Hunter was stopped at the far post by Masternak. That's a massive stop in the opening 45 seconds of the game by Tyler Masternak. There's that offensive surge, though, from Columbus. That's what they were doing all night last night, and they put 8 on their opponent. A new unit on. Face-off went for Storjahan, and Barrow, the fire starter of the night, gets a look and a lower body denial made by Masternak. Scoring the first goal tonight is going to be crucial. This crowd is large in terms of its number and very loud as Babin makes a save. Balkwell, his clearing attempt, finds the tape of the big game player, number 4, Alex Storjahan. Storjahan at center, he'll weave. He's got a man to the right, it's Barrow. He takes a shove, but the puck up along the far side half board's not kept in by Moore, but how about Brody Thornton? Right there at the point to swipe it around. Thornton comes to the other point, does not keep it in, but well, he won the battle in the neutral zone. He'll set up his team. If Galvin touched the puck, it would have been offside, so he intentionally surrenders possession to the Monroe Moccasins. If you're just joining us, the shots on goal are 2-0, Columbus. Nathaniel Mott, there's a quick tap off of the far boards. That goes all the way down. No icing whistled. Dustin Jessel will take advantage of that. He had Alexander Jemayev planted at the back door. Nathaniel Mott will now rush back into his defensive zone. Mott got ridden into the end wall. Brody Thornton did well to take that hit and remain balanced on his skates. Dustin Jessel, that's a high hit onto Fornaris, who gave it to him right back. It's Jessel with Thornton in the offensive zone. Brad Thornton picks up the puck. At the point, it's Mike Wynn, D to D. Brody Thornton shoots, and Masternak allowed a juicy rebound. Columbus picking right up where they left off last night. This has been their best start in the Snake Pit by far. A reminder that Columbus has not won here during the regular season. They played 4 games in this building. They lost all 4 in regulation time. But the regular season does not matter much because, well, the River Dragons went 2-6 against the Moccasins during the regular season, and, well, they beat them by 5 goals in game 1. Here's Corson Green, right point, and a blocker save made by Babin. The puck pops all the way into the air. It lands for Hunter, and now Hunter will skate out with Underwood and Fortin. Fortin, he lets it rip, and, well, how about that defensive recovery by the Moccasins to make sure nothing came for Brad Fortin. Fortin has gotten a lot of ice time. And I asked head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard about his play last night. He said, yep, often the first on the forecheck. He established the physical tone, and that's out of a rookie in Brad Fortin. Tyler Barrow, not a rookie. Neither is Kyle Moore. Right side, he'll shoot, and Masternak makes a stick save. Tyler Masternak has not been able to control his rebounds so far inside of the opening 4 minutes of the hockey game. Here's Corson Green going from defense to offense. Rink wide, his pass got to Balsamo, who was at the flank. Babin made the stop, and now Storjahan will work out with Barrow and Moore. Barrow shoots! Deflected off of the knee of Kyler Matthews and out of play. Fans, you should be encouraged by this start. I will always be honest with you. It's looking good. We do not have the out-of-town scoreboard graphic right now for you all updated, but I do have some scores. The PD Ice Cats can send the Athens Rock Lobsters packing tonight with a win on home ice, and while they're up 3-0 already in the first period. If Columbus were to win this series, well, the winner of that series would be who they face in another best of 3. As Balkwill's drive, sticked aside by Masternak and into the mesh, and now Doherty took a shove after the whistle from Dorsey. Now Gesso getting into it with Matthews. Tell you what, you can expect the Monroe Moccasins to do a lot of this tonight. And if you're the River Dragons, it's maintaining that balance, right? Of staying engaged in this part of the game, but not going too far to where it may cost you. And Dustin Gesso separated from his opposition, but now Scott Doherty takes a slash from Gerstein. Now the referee finally comes over in between them and says enough. Three Moccasins sent off of the ice. Gerstein, Liarakos, and Fornares. It's been a lot of that too during the season series. Monroe trying to catch an advantage any way that they can. And the officials would have none of it. And now Gesso again. He gets kicked out of the circle. Jemayev replaces him, and the veteran in Alexander Jemayev tells Dustin Gesso, let's keep our head in the game here. Jemayev wins the faceoff right back to Gesso. There's a battle in front of the net. Gesso will scoop it. He'll turn and shoot. And Jemayev had his stick betray him. It's in 2 pieces. The puck's still in the far side corner of the offensive zone. Jemayev grabs a new twig. Gesso finished his check inside of the defensive zone of the Moccasins, that is, as a blast from Matthews, squeezed by Babin. Man, Matthews lifted up his arms as to celebrate before the puck even got through Babin, which it did not. And now, well, here we go again. Scantlebury and Doherty. And Tucker Scantlebury, a player that when the Moccasins are on the road, he'll jaw, he'll bark, but he will not engage on the road. But when he's at home, his bread and butter really comes to fruition. And if you are the River Dragons, do not engage. You are not the team that is fighting for their lives right now. That's the Monroe Moccasins. They lose, they're done. The captain comes out onto the ice for the River Dragons. He loses the draw. So Hagen Moe 7 goals during the regular season against the River Dragons alone. And he scored last night in the 3rd period, 1 of 2 goals for Monroe in the final frame. Underwood does well to wall him off. Brad Fortin will utilize the far boards. Ryan Hunter gloves it to himself, but the 3 forwards got crisscrossed at the blue line, so we have an offside. Let's head to our very first media timeout. When we come back, the first period continues. We are scoreless.
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest.
Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity?
Season after season.
Mileage? All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota, reliable wherever the grind takes you.
Welcome back to playoff hockey. My name is Liam. Go time! Gotimer. We're exactly 5 minutes into this game. We do not have a score. Last night we had 11 of them. 8-3, the final score. The River Dragons taking game 1. The next 2 games, though, will be here in Monroe tonight, tomorrow if necessary, that is. Kirk Underwood. Face-off comes outside of the blue line of the Moccasins. Monroe will funnel it in. Nathaniel Mott moves the puck quickly. Brad Fortin with a nifty pass from along the wall, and now Ryan Hunter will speed into the attacking end. Hunter braces for a hit that comes. Fortin and Underwood come over to support their line mate in number 88. Monroe will take this chance to go D to D. Frank Schumacher under some pressure. He locates the tape of a teammate, that's Hagen Moe, who will send a shot in on Babin. That's a blocker save made by Babin, an easy one. So Brody Thornton will create some time and space. Ryan Hunter from along the near flank. He didn't get a lot on that pass attempt. So Monroe will easily toss it right back into the grasp of the Dragons. So Brody Thornton has a play to make. He wears number 65 out of Clinton Township, Michigan. Acquired last March in a 1-for-1 trade for goaltender Sammy Bernard. A fan favorite over here in Columbus. Here's a drive from the left. Babin makes a kick save. And Babin, with those stops, can easily turn defense into offense. It nearly turned into a rush opportunity, but Monroe gets set up, and Scantlebury tried to pick the far side post. No luck in doing that. Babin makes another blocker save on a shot from the outskirts of the offensive zone. There's a turnover as Scantlebury stripped Barrow. Babin made a glove grab. And the puck swept out of the zone. Kyle Moore, by the way, is down without a helmet. He got taken out as Scantlebury with a wide open net. He scores. No, it went off of the crossbar. Now it goes in. What do we got here? I mean, Kyle Moore didn't have his helmet. He still tried to protect the River Dragon net. The shot came in from Scantlebury as Babin tried to dive back into position. It hit the crossbar, and then the follow-up went in. The officials have to take a look at this. Go Time is not putting a goal on the board for the Moccasins. That first shot didn't go in. Or did it? I'm looking at the overhead right now. And the referees come out, and it's a goal as the referee looks right into the eyes of Kirk Underwood, and who is pleading his case. And you know, I did not see what had dislodged Kyle Moore's helmet. And head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard and Austin Doe and Eric Souders, Eric, of course, our equipment manager, are looking at the iPad here to see if they would like to review. I am not putting the goal on the board. I refuse. But the referee came out of the scorer's table and pointed to center ice as if it was a goal, but now they are reconvening. Jay Krupp satisfied. Still a waiting game here in Monroe. I'd like to give a special shout out to each and every individual watching tonight's stream, but especially those at the Columbus Civic Center. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out to support the Dragons, watching on the big screen. A special shout out to our entire staff too that has worked tirelessly to make tonight happen for you all. It's definitely unique, a watch party at the Lair. It's 1-0 Moccasins, nearly 2, as Matthews missed the glove side of Babin. There's a whiff and a half, and now Dustin Gesso will work in. He's got one man to beat outside of the goaltender. He'll pull up. He's got Jemayev. Jemayev on the backhand. Masternak made a save and will smother. Now we've got more, and you know what? They are going to go after Dustin Gesso at every single chance that they can, because they know that Gesso sometimes is a firecracker who likes to get involved after the whistle, which he is doing right now. And I cannot say enough how important it is to just not engage. And I asked head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard about exactly that during Coach's Corner, and well, he said, I tried to keep Dustin Gesso away from Tucker Scantlebury all night, and I felt I did a good job of that. But right now, the words coming out of the mouths of the Moccasins, clearly disrupting the mental focus of number 12. And he's way too talented to get wrapped up in shenanigans like that. It's exactly what Monroe wants. Don't buy into what they're selling, because what they're selling is a load of baloney. So Rasmus Asp will swing, far side corner of the ice. This is Gerstein. The flip, Jared Christie. Good stick work from Mike Wynn. Gerstein's got the puck back though, and Babin kept it out. Man, a Moccasin was behind him and dove on top of Babin's back. The officiating here in Monroe. Regular season playoffs. Yep. So Dustin Gesso with Ryan Galvin and Alexander Jemayev. Jemayev sees this opportunity to grab a change as he's near the bench. Nathan Balkwill will go cross corner with his dump in. Rasmus Asp with the puck on the forehand. He nearly coughed it up, and well, he did. Dustin Gesso stood his ground in the neutral zone, and he'll get it deep before going off for a line change. Exactly 8 minutes into tonight's game. Streaking up the near wing, Andrew Ballant. He was quiet last night. Babin moves the puck with his paddle. Fortin takes a hit. Underwood left the puck behind. Babin forced to make a 5-hole save on a drive from the outside. Here's Larry Patakin on cleanup duty. That was blocked, but that will allow Hunter and Underwood to skate out. Balkwill stood up at center, and now Fortin will work it in. Fortin takes a monster check to the back, but he is not afraid to go to those dirty areas. Not afraid to take a hit to make a play. That is great quality out of a rookie forward, I'll tell you. So number 61, tip of the cap to you, sir. The puck driven in by Kyler Matthews. Misses the net, and it hits the back glass. During the regular season, Monroe, of course, finished second in the Continental Division, 119 points. They were especially effective here in the Snake Pit. They went 4-0 against the Dragons. As that shot hit the referee, it caroms back to the possession of the Moccasins. Hagen Moe, though, roughed up by Underwood, who is leading by example right now in all three zones. Kirk is really at the top of his game. Hagen Moe, he's got the puck near dot, and the one-timer was fanned on by Balsamo. Now Hunter and Storjahan. Storjahan just came off of the bench. Hunter shot the puck into the glove hand of Masternak, who dropped it. Dating back to the regular season, Tyler Masternak, his last start, made 22 saves on 27 shots. That was an overtime loss to the Athens Rock Lobsters. Masternak started 7 out of 8 games versus Columbus. Well, he started 6 out of 8. He appeared in 7 out of 8, I should say, during the regular season. Storjahan takes the face-off. That comes to Masternak's right. Matchup number 6. He coughs it up. Storjahan did not keep it in at the blue. Would have been a chance for Barrow, but linesman made the right call there at 9:48. That previous opponent icing, by the way, proudly brought to you by our friends over at Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. And thank you to Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing for providing 3,000 pom-poms to the fans last night that came into the building to support the River Dragons at the Lair. That created quite an atmosphere, and well, we have our partner to thank for that, as Jared Christie will gain the offensive end. Good job by the River Dragons to thwart that chance and get it out to the middle. Mike Wynn shoves his man into the wall, but a great egg coming here for the Moccasins. It missed the net. That was Yanni Liarakos, between the legs pass. What a save made by Babin. Trevor Babin, his best save of the playoffs, keeping this a 1-0 score. Monroe, though, still pressing here in the offensive end. Storjahan might be able to make something happen alongside Barrow. Tried to thread the needle for a cutting Barrow, who was skating quickly through Kyler Matthews and Jamie Dorsey. It was a nice try, it didn't work out. Gerstein takes a shoulder from Jesso, but does not surrender possession. Lair Patakin steps up, and he'll utilize his long reach to get it out to the middle. Patakin steps up again. He'll make something happen offensively here. Jesso from the wall, and it missed high over the blocker of Masternak. Left point, Bulkwill, that got a tip from Jesso. And Masternak was on point to make that save as well. That's the key for the River Dragons, just continue to play on this side of the ice as the puck goes into the bench of the Monroe Moccasins, and we head to immediate timeout.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Back here in Monroe, Liam Gotimer here with you. The only goal of tonight's game to Andrew Bellant. He scored a controversial tally that I'm not too happy about up here in the booth. Kyle Moore didn't have a helmet. The play was not blown dead. He was forced to defend his own net despite not having a lid. No whistle came. First shot came in, went off of the crossbar. Still no whistle came, and the second shot went in as Jesso misses high glove past Masternak. That one came close. Fornaris from the dasher, the flick for the captain Schumacher. He gets by everybody and ran out of real estate as he collided with Trevor Babin. And, you know, this tends to happen a lot here in Monroe. The net coming off of its moorings. The ice not great, neither are the nets. You know what, I touched on this last night during the broadcast. You can talk about the ice, you know, not being in great condition. I'll take you back to the regular season. I had a chat with Josh Colton, who plays on defense. He's played a lot of games in this league. He said it's so hard to play here in Monroe because it's like pond hockey. You don't know where the puck's going. And I think it says a lot how well the River Dragons played last night when they had a clean, fresh, perfect sheet of ice to attack on. And for the next 2 games, they will not have that luxury. Neither does Monroe, but they've played on this ice. They've practiced on this ice all season long. So they know every carom, every bounce, every dead spot, to where they can take advantage of their opponent. A big reason why they've had such a terrific regular season, and well, they've been so good here at home. As Forneris shoots, wow, straight into the catching glove of the Dark Knight, Trevor Babin. Trevor Babin, who wears number 72, 15-5-5 during the regular season, a 3.13 goals against average and a .909 save percentage. The faceoff will come to his stick side. Monroe controls. Schumacher had a goal last night, and that pinballs over to the far corner. There's another keep by the Moccasin defense, and Babin gloves yet another shot away. We've got some punches being thrown. Andrew Ballant. Nathan Balkwill there too. Of course, Tucker Scantleberry. You know, I spoke with a Moccasin fan prior to the puck dropping on tonight's game. You know, I do my steps, and, you know, of course, that's unusual. And people ask me, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm doing my steps. And, well, a Moccasin fan asked me who tonight's best of the game is. I forgot that I had changed it to Carlos Forneris, so I said Tucker Scantleberry, and she said, you know, Tucker, a player that you love if he's on your own team, and, well, if he's not on your team, well, you may not like him so much, and I concur with that assessment. The fan says that she likes our organization, but hopes that we do not win tonight. I responded by saying, likewise. No loss of manpower after that scrum. Babin made a blocker save. Ryan Hunter finished in the top 10 of goal scorers at the end of the regular season in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It was a long time to where Ryan Hunter led the league in lamps lit. He's on the ice right now alongside the captain, Kirk Underwood, and Brad Ford, number 61. On defense, Nathaniel Mott, number 74, and the man with the puck, Brody Thornton. Thornton getting hooked and held, no call. Nathaniel Mott off of the near boards. Ryan Hunter beaten to the biscuit by Corson Green. The only goal in tonight's game to Andrew Ballant, and Babin prevents another by stonewalling Sommers. Now we've got some more after the whistle. Let's talk about the goaltenders for a sec. Of course, we were all perplexed as to why Chris Branch started last night wearing, well, Tyler Masternak's number. No explicit reason given other than perhaps some rest for Masternak, who now will have to play in back-to-back games after his team lost game number 1. As another face-off win for Monroe. This is a slapper from Matthews, and man, that was a howitzer that hit the netting. Columbus going to need to start winning their face-offs here. Monroe winning the possession battle and getting more looks to the net as a result. Chris Branch is not backing up Tyler Masternak tonight. It's Nolan Egbert who came in relief of Branch. It's the second time Chris Branch has been pulled at the Columbus Civic Center. He was pulled once during the regular season, and, well, last night, of course, during the postseason. Barrow now out there with Alex Torjahan and Kyle Moore. This will be a chance, though, for the Moccasins. They streak right on by. Shot from a sharp angle. Babin stayed glued over to that far post to keep the puck out. Alex Torjahan will go rink wide. Kyle Moore on the backhand will lead Barrow ahead, but Kyler Matthews able to flick it at the last moment. The puck does bleed outside of the blue line, so Kyle Moore's only play is to sauce it over to the near wing, where Christie scoops it up 1-on-4. Christie in search of some support, he doesn't have any. Moore was looking for Barrow, but the puck never got there. It comes to Storjahan, who outside of the red line will not ice the puck because he got it on net. Masternak made a save. Scantlebury now onto the ice alongside Forneris and Ballant. Ryan Galvin, Alexander Jemayev, and Dustin Gesso for the Dragons as Babin a huge save. How about another? Corson Green straight on. Left point a drive, Babin another save. Dustin Gesso runs into his own teammate. This will be another chance for Monroe. That's Ballant, who scored the goal. The Moccasins pushing right now. The River Dragons need a clear or a freeze from their goaltender. Quick passing below the goal line. Babin, one more save. Jemayev will skate it out. Galvin just needs to get to center. He does get to center, but he left the puck behind. How about that fortuitous bounce for the Dragons? Now Jemayev with Doc or with Gesso. Gesso shoots and missed high glove. Gesso has come close a couple of times to scoring into the top corner of the net over the mitt of the goaltender Masternak. A close call for the River Dragons, kept out of their net on that last shift. Nathaniel Mott shoots, that's blocked. It's Forneris with Balsamo. Balsamo's got a man in the mid-slot on the backhand. Nothing got through to Babin as Hagen Moe connected with Brody Thornton, number 65. Here's Rasmus Asp, the Swedish blue liner, save made. Gesso will twirl back in his own end. He has Nathaniel Mott with him. Gesso gets taken down. Galvin tries to backtrack it now. He'll get the puck on his forehand, and he will lift it past the blue line. The Moccasins right back in. Hagen Moe. Brad Fortin goes in hard on the forecheck, and that's what head coach Bichard was talking about last night. Now this will be a scoring chance for Underwood. Kirk, a backhander and a save made by Masternak. Good chance there from Kirk Underwood. Here's Ryan Hunter, he hit the post. Josh Colton, a slapper, deflected wide. Hunter again from the flank, and it bounces over to the far side, half boards, and, well, Monroe will get out of danger. Put Brad Fortin onto the ice more often. Every single time he has been the reason why Columbus has been able to create chances to the opposition's net. Here's Fortin. He gets tripped down to the ice, right in the sight line of the referee. Both of them, no call. Mike Wynn slides the puck past Gerstein into Moccasin ice. Monroe has not iced it, they've turned it over. The pass from Nathan Balkwood to Tyler Barrow was read exceptionally well and subsequently intercepted by the Moccasins. Man, if Columbus can get one here in the final 3:35, that would be massive. Storjahan, Barrow, deflected in. He did reach the red line, so we've got no icing. Kyle Moore and Tyler Barrow cut into the same spot. Gerstein, though, from along the half boards will get a lift on it with the puck on his backhand. Balkwell the extra chop. No deflection from Barrow, so this is a delayed icing that is called. We'll be right back to the Monroe Civic Center. It's 1-0 Moccasins.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
Didn't think termites were up this early. They really don't go to sleep. But now that it's warming up, termites really start moving.
But I'm good, right?
Oh yeah, you're good. Don't worry about pests this spring. Call Cooks, and you'll already be a step ahead of them.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cooks Pest Control.
3 minutes, 19 seconds left to play. I was told that Nolan Egbert was backing up tonight, but apparently it is Chris Branch. You can't always believe what you're told sometimes. That was Chris Branch on your screen, wearing his normal number 41. He really took me for a ride last night wearing number 35. I was like, whoa, did I make a mistake here? What is going on? This is odd. Kyler Matthews, he had Kyle Moore all over him, so Moore will back it up. He'll send it up ahead for Barrow. Did not get a fortuitous bounce. So he will apply the pressure onto Blount. Blount escapes from that set pressure. Fornaris will spin, turn his back to Patakin, create some space, he'll shoot. Well, he got his stick lifted from the back, and Babin still made the save, despite the puck trickling to Scantlebury, who was waiting in front of the net. The shots on goal early on are 13-8 Monroe. Jesso will play with Alexander Jemayev and Scott Doherty on this shift. Nathan Balkwell and Brody Thornton on defense, so a change defensively. We'll see if that sticks. Fornaris told to leave the face-off dot, replaced by Scantlebury. This will be Scantlebury and Jesso at the face-off circle. Scantlebury still threw his stick and tried to get a reaction out of Dustin Jesso, which did not come, as this is icing on Columbus. As a result of the icing, the same 5 players will stay on the ice. The 5, of course, outside of the goaltender. Jared Christie led the Moccasins in goals during the regular season. He wins the faceoff, but there's another stick lift from the back. Columbus has been very adept at doing that tonight, stripping their opponent while they are of the belief that they are on the attack. The Moccasins give the River Dragons a taste of their own medicine, but Brody Thornton stops Christie right down in his tracks. This is Doherty, high slot. Misses the net. Chases after the biscuit onto Masternak, and I don't believe that Monroe appreciated that extra one-handed chop toward the puck from Scott Doherty. Dustin Jesso there too. Everybody's separated for now. For everybody joining me in the YouTube live chat and on Sportfeed, thank you so much, including those who cheer on other teams around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. I hope you are enjoying tonight's game, the series, and the rest of the action around the FPHL. We have a false start on the faceoff. I will note that Scott Doherty and Casey Gerstein fought the last time the River Dragons were in this building, during that weekend series, that is. The fight did not end all that well for Casey Gerstein. But at this point, with how things have been going tonight, I might just want to drop them and then move on to the rest of the game, because it's been every shift between the two. This should be icing here on Monroe. If Jemayev wins the foot race, which he does, Nathaniel Mott was ahead of him anyway, so nothing to worry about. Another look around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. 1-1 Blue Ridge and Port Huron. Winner take all in that game. The PD Ice Cats have a 1-0 series lead. They had about just as shocking a game last night as the River Dragons did. They also put 8 goals on their opponent. And it was the #1 seed, Athens Rock Lobsters. It's 3-1 PD. If Athens loses, they are eliminated. That would be a stunner. But you know what? The PD Ice Cats have been playing some outstanding hockey. And here's a chance. Monroe caught in the change. Barrow and Storjahan. Watch the pass go by him. Nathaniel Mott keeps it in, though he'll slide to the right and force Masternak to make a save. It's gloved out of danger, but kept in at the left point by Thornton. Here's Kyle Moore with a drive, and another save made by Masternak. Storjahan in front of the net, looking for Kyle Moore. Deflected off of the twig of Matthews, who will now get air underneath the puck. Brody Thornton will move it right back up the ice with the sheet tilted right now. Monroe will try to get me to eat my words here as they come into the offensive zone. The pass for Balsamo past his reach. Here's Matthews a drive. That got deflected not once but twice, and Babin was ready. Fornaris, the leading point producer for Monroe during the regular season. Here is a drive from the left side. That was Jamie Dorsey, caught by Babin with 56.9 seconds left to go exactly here in the first. Jamie Dorsey, who wears number 18, scored in the club's regular season finale versus Athens in this building. He has played 128 SPHL games, 3 in the playoffs. We talk about the playoff experience for the River Dragons. Well, Monroe has that too. And not just in the FPHL, across several professional hockey leagues around North America and outside of it. Let's see if Columbus can grab a goal here in the final 47 seconds. There's a turnover, though, by Josh Colton. Fornaris, who plays with all speed, a backhander. And, well, Babin got his blocker up. The puck is still not out. Schumacher to the net. Babin made another glove save. Trevor Babin approaching 20 saves here in this first period. We'll see what that number ends up at once the frame comes to a close in 17 seconds. Brad Fortin has been the most prolific River Dragon offensively so far tonight. Ryan Hunter has a man on behind. It's Balkwill all the way to the net. Fortin, the backhander. Save made by Masternak, and he'll cover with 1 second left. It may be 1-0 Moccasins, but Brad Fortin has been the best player on the ice tonight. Both teams. You can make an argument for Trevor Babin and or Tyler Masternak, but Brad Fortin, every single shift, just a force to be reckoned with. And once again, this is a rookie, by the way. 24 years old, Fortin. 10 points in 7 games with the Dragons after being signed out of the University of Jamestown. And Columbus is unbelievably going to get a penalty here with 1 second left to go in the period. Well, not only will Columbus get a penalty, so will Monroe, so all right. Kirk Underwood goes to the box for the River Dragons, Rasmus Asp for the Moccasins. And Mike Wynn goes off to the locker room. He's got his glove near his nose. Keep you all posted on that. But number 44, the first pairing defenseman, heads to the room. Only 4 seconds left to go in the frame, so a chance to get checked out for Mike Wynn. There was some time put back onto the clock, 3 seconds. So with the faceoff coming inside of the offensive end for the Dragons, they can score a goal here. Have more than enough time to do so. Rasmus Asp and Kirk Underwood in the box, 2 minutes for high sticking. The two teams will skate 4 aside. Columbus will toss out Alex Storjahan, the big game player, number 4. He scored last night. Kyle Moore also scored last night. Tyler Barrow, well, yeah, he scored last night. And Ryan Hunter, number 88, he did not score last night, but he led the league with 18 power play goals during the regular season. Columbus not on the power play right now. Face-off win for the Dragons, but Monroe did well to tie Alex Torjahan right up. And the first comes to a close. 20 minutes down, 1-0, the Moccasins lead. The two teams will skate 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 56 seconds once the middle frame begins in exactly 18 minutes. Of course, here in Monroe, very interesting setup. Both teams have to exit the ice the same location. So that's why I stick around a little bit, just to make sure that no extracurriculars do come to the surface. But both teams have exited. Cooler heads have prevailed. And the first period is officially over with the score 1-0, Monroe. We'll be right back to the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead. But I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe. Pepsi. I'm not needed here.
Have a great party, guys.
It really is a perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest.
Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity?
Season after season.
Mileage? All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota. Reliable wherever the grind takes you.
A warm welcome back to Louisiana. Liam Gotimer and Gotimer here with you. Exactly 14 minutes and 53 seconds until the puck drops on the second period of Game 2 of Round 1 of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs in the Continental Division. Last night, Columbus took a commanding 1-0 series lead. I say commanding because it is a best of 3, which means the first to 2 will move on. They won by a final score of 8-3 last night. Let's compare last night's first period to tonight's. Columbus and Monroe were even at 11 shots on goal last night. The River Dragons, of course, had a 2-1 lead after 20. Tyler Barrow and Alexander Jemayev lighting the lamp. For Monroe, it was Frank Schumacher, the captain. Tonight, though, with the Moccasins on home ice and again, their season on the line, they sent 24 shots toward the way of Trevor Babin in the first period. Going back to the games against Baton Rouge and Biloxi, 24 shots on goal for Trevor Babin would be a full game's worth of work. Well, not against the Monroe Moccasins, and not once again when their season is hanging in the balance. So Trevor Babin, one of the best players on the ice in that period, he made 23 saves on 24 shots. The only goal of the game was scored at 6:41. Kyle Moore had lost his helmet, but he was forced to defend the net. There was no whistle blown. And well, despite a helmetless Kyle Moore doing everything he could to keep the puck out of the net, the first shot hit the crossbar. That came off the stick of Tucker Scantleberry. That did not go in. The follow-up, though, did from Andrew Ballant, who wears number 12. Ballant, during the regular season, 25 goals, 28 assists, 53 points. He has played in 9 playoff games, all in the ECHL with the Indy Fuel. He has 6 points in 8 SPHL playoff games and a hat trick against the River Dragons on March the 27th. So the goal for Ballant comes at even strength, and it is unassisted, obviously, with the play developing as it did. The River Dragons had some chances toward the Monroe net. Of course, in between the pipes for the Moccasins this evening is number 35, Tyler Masternak, who mysteriously did not get the nod nor travel to last night's game to Columbus. The biggest offensive force for the River Dragons in that first period was Brad Fortin, number 61, the 24-year-old rookie forward out of Langley, British Columbia. 10 points in 7 games for Fortin during the regular season, and in his very first professional playoff game last night, he scored, continuing what has been an exceptional run of play since joining the club for number 61. That was the only goal in the period. Once again, the shots were 24-8. The goals are 1-0 Monroe. The shots on goal leaders, first for the Moccasins. It's Kyler Matthews on the back end who has 4, while 3 players have 3 shots. Carlos Forneris, number 9, Tucker Scantleberry, number 17, Yanni Liarakos, number 19, and well, one more, the goal scorer Andrew Ballant. So make it 4 players with 3 shots on goal for the Moccasins and 1 with 4 bids to the Columbus net. On the other side, for your River Dragons, they are led by Nathan Balkwill, who has taken 2 shots tonight. And what a perfect time for a name drop for Nathan Balkwill, because you can win the jersey right off of the back of Nathan Balkwill. I am having some technical difficulties right now with the specific graphic on the board. So I will encourage you all to go to Dash, which of course is the River Dragons official mobile auctioning partner. How can you get to Dash? Well, you can go online to rdragons.com. Under the Fan Zone tab, the first option is online auctions. That will take you directly to the River Dragons Dash page, where you can bid on the jersey straight off the back of Nathan Balkwill. 2 days, 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 46 seconds before your chance to own Nathan Balkwill's playoff jersey right off of his back comes to a close. The goaltenders in that period, Trevor Babin made 23 saves on 24 shots, while on the other side, Tyler Masternak made 8 saves on 8 shots. We're going to send it to a commercial timeout. Then when we come back, I've got the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. We'll take a gander over at the PD Ice Cats and the Athens Rock Lobsters, and the Empire Division with the Blue Ridge Bobcats facing the Port Huron Prowlers. You're watching Columbus River Dragons playoff hockey right here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
It's simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pulls for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca.
Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead. But I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here.
Have a great party, guys.
It really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
A warm welcome back to Monroe. Liam, go time! Gotimer here with you. Here's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo's Zippin'. And, well, the first game we will talk about comes out of the Empire Division. It is the Blue Ridge Bobcats and the Port Huron Prowlers. Win or go home. That game being played in Port Huron. It's 1-1. The Bobcats won game one in overtime. So if tonight's game is to go to the extra session, I would give the advantage, well, to both teams for different reasons. Of course, the Prowlers on home ice, a place where they love to play. And of course, the Bobcats have won the only overtime game in that series. Once again, that's game 3. So whoever loses is headed home. The only other game to tell you all about outside of the Dragons and the Moccasins are the Athens Rock Lobsters and the PD Ice Cats. And you know, the PD Ice Cats, they made a lot of changes to their roster, and I spoke a long time about the trades that they've made and how it has positively impacted their team. Alexander Lekov might just be one of the best goal scorers in this league. In fact, he is. I'll cement that right into stone. Vadim Frolov, his countryman, those two have been peanut butter and jelly playing with one another. Dominic Delasavita on the back end, just terrific. Jordan Popoff, the former River Dragon, it's been really good for them. He scored last night in game 1. Brendan Colgan, the former Dragon, has solidified the net. Parker Rutherford backing him up. Really got PD out of the trouble that they found themselves in during the early portions of the regular season. They are a force to be reckoned with. And I will remind you all that if the River Dragons are to win this series, they will face whoever takes the 3-game set between the Rock Lobsters and the Ice Cats. And right now, it's looking like PD. Thank you, as always, to our friends over at Zelmo Zippin for the out-of-town scoreboard. I'll be sure to keep you all posted throughout the night. But for now, with just 4 minutes and 10 seconds until the puck drops on the second, please enjoy Hits of the Week. Doherty onto the tape of Galvin. Galvin with Jemayev and Patakin. Jemayev picks the puck up off of the boards. On the backhand, he'll maneuver it deep. Doherty with a reverse hit onto Elijah Wilson. There you go, they finally came together, right? Here is Bulkwill to the net.
Ooh.
So Cox for Bedard, and he is checked by nope, not Kyle Moore. That was 95, not 15.
Texmo. Dang.
Yeah, Texmo can rock.
He laid a good hit there.
Here they come again, and Patakin! Oh my goodness!
And then Hamilton's going to take exception to the hit. It's a clean hit. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And Kyle Moore shoves Hamilton away and says, there's no response needed for that. It's clean. Barrow shoots. It hit a body. We'll keep an eye on it.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest.
Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity?
Season after season.
Mileage?
All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota, reliable wherever the grind takes you.
The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for the second of 3 regulation periods of hockey tonight in Louisiana. In this second period, your River Dragons will skate from left to right. They wear their white uniforms. No, they did not change in the locker room with the black and teal letters, numbers along the back and on the sides. The Moccasins will skate from right to left. They wear their black uniforms with brown and black letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. The only goal of this game to Andrew Bones, who wears number 12. One of many players that the Moccasins brought over this year after missing the playoffs by 20 points last season. They had just 18 regulation wins. This year, though, with an entirely new roster, they placed second in the Continental Division, matching up with the battle-tested Columbus River Dragons in round one, who have made it to the second round in each of the last 3 seasons. It's it's Dustin Gesso and Carlos Forneris at the center ice faceoff logo. The puck has been dropped. The River Dragons take possession. We are officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the second period. Gesso got held up a little bit by Christie, no call, and Christie will get a scoring chance to the net because of course he does. Forneris will brace for a hit from Mike Wynn. Matcham goes down the wall for Forneris, who will play some keep away with 2 teams skating 4-on-4 in the penalty box for your River Dragons. It's your captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood, who scored 2 goals last night. While for the Moccasins, it's Rasmus Asp, who wears number 77 and is a staple on the back end for Monroe. A big body. Here's Christie. He'll get to a loose puck. Sommer's there too, but Ryan Hunter, the one to squeeze right on by, and he'll rush into the attacking zone with Dustin Gesso. Sommers took the puck though, and he'll weave to the left and fire a shot onto Babin, the 25th of the game for the Monroe Moccasins, and their first of the period. Dorsey the entry. The door shut by Nathaniel Mott and Ryan Hunter, who are now planted at the flank, digging after the puck. And Dorsey, the one to utilize the extra whack and get it below the goal line. Colton with a chance to create some offense. On the backhand, he'll flick it right into the possession of Austin Pick, number 47. There's a turnover, though. Barrow takes it, and he'll leave it back for his defense. Barrow receives a return feed from Brody Thornton, who he passed the puck to. Nathaniel Mott, D to D, forward Thornton, and a blocker save made by Masternak. Barrow takes a slash, no call. Add that to the list tonight, I mean. Nathaniel Mott keeps the puck in beautifully. Barrow near side corner. Both players out of the box, that being Asp and Underwood. And Barrow got tripped up. That's the second penalty against on that same shift, not called. So Barrow gets back up, and he'll take a shove from Dorsey. Kyle Moore gets to the puck first. Far side corner of the ice, he's hit. The clearing attempt by Ballant does get out to center. This might be an odd man rush here from Monroe. It's Leorakos, he's got a man over to the right. It's Matthews, and a helmet save made by Babin. There's a stretch feed, Kyle Moore, a breakaway! Save made by Masternak. He closed the pads. Asp came over to meet Kyle Moore, and well, Asp was shoved straight down. Good chance there for Kyle Moore. He went backhand, forehand, and Masternak extended to get a piece with his pad. Best chance of the game, though, for the River Dragons. That was not easy for Kyle Moore. That was a puck that was bouncing from the second it had crossed the offensive blue line. So not only did Moore have to make a move, but he had to settle the puck down knowing that he had Monroe defenders behind him. And Asp was the one that was behind him. And, well, he tried to throw a hit, and it didn't go too well for Asp. As the puck lifted up over the glass and into the lower bowl from the defensive zone, that could be delay of game on Monroe. It's not, though. The official's going to say the puck deflected out of play. The teams return to 5-on-5. The score is 1-0 Monroe. The series, though, 1-0 River Dragons. The first round, a best of 3. The second round, the same thing. The Commissioner's Cup final will be a best of 5. Thornton down to the sheet, couldn't make a play. He was double teamed, then triple teamed once he was down onto his belly. Schumacher, the captain, he turns it over to the other captain. Backdoor pass from Thornton for Hunter. Couldn't get his stick down. Left point, Balkwill to the net. Whistles just wide of Masternak. Columbus just needs to break through once, and I have a feeling that a barrage of goals like last night will pour on through, because Columbus, they've been getting their chances. Tonight's been an evenly played game. This faceoff will come into the neutral zone. The River Dragons and the Moccasins opened up the season series on January the 2nd right here in this building. It was an 8-5 win for Monroe. A first period that featured 7 combined goals, 4 for the Moccasins and 3 for the Dragons. The two clubs played again the next night. Monroe won that game by a final score of 4-1. Then the next 4 were in Columbus, and the River Dragons took 2 of those in the extra session. The final 2 games came earlier this month, and Columbus were defeated in both on this ice. Dustin Gesso with Alexander Jemayeff and Ryan Galvin. The Moccasins will get it out of danger at the last moment. Colton to center. Jemayeff will back it up. Jemayeff has a man draped over his back. That was Sommers, I believe. Sommers falls down. The River Dragons get the puck deep. Corson Green at the bank off of the end boards. Ethan Matcham, his clearing attempt stopped down by Galvin. And Masternak had to make a save on a big-time backhander from number 28. Here's Colton right dasher. He'll intentionally send it below the goal line. Now Galvin and Gesso can go to work. Galvin. Jemayeff had 2 goals in this building earlier this month. Jemayeff takes a shove to the back, remains on his skates. Gesso will speed over to the dasher as he collides with Matcham. The pass from Jemayeff to Galvin. Gesso couldn't glove it out of midair. If the River Dragons touch it, we have a hand pass, which they do. That line working, though, inside of the offensive zone. Fighting for every last inch of open ice. At some point, it is going to pay off. We are still in the early stages of this game. We will reach the halfway mark in 5 minutes and 38 seconds. And to everybody watching tonight on the YouTube live chat, I want to know, because I go back and I do read the YouTube live chat, where are you tuning in from? Let me know. So Liarakos, the former Columbus River Dragon. He'll set up Christie, who will sweep a pass over to the right. Barrow took it, but he whiffed on his zone exit. So now up along the left wing boards, Liarakos will get a chance to the net, blocked. Dorsey left point will shoot, and Babin stays standing. Now goes down into the butterfly, and they score. It's put in. Babin wants goaltender interference. I would want goaltender interference too. Right now, Christie gets the goal. Head coach Bichard and Austin Doe looking to see if they should challenge this. A reminder that if the River Dragons challenge and the goal stands, they will be shorthanded. And that can quickly turn a 2-0 deficit into a 3-0 deficit. The coaching staff still looking. No challenge. It's 2-0 Moccasins. 4:48 into the second period. The camera needs to be re-white balanced because, well, the lights turned off. And that's the result. There you go. Now it's fixed. Here's Underwood in front of the net. Multiple players digging at it. Monroe the first to come away with it. And smacked off of the high glass all the way down. Brody Thornton will get to the puck first and secure an icing for his team. That's an opponent icing brought to you by our friends over at Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons! Back here in Monroe, 14:47 left to go here in the second. The shots on goal here in this second period. Are officially For right now, 1-0 Monroe. I don't see that. That's what the score sheet says. So I'll make it up on the fly. I've been doing that a lot this year. Let's do 5 shots for the Moccasins, 2 for the Dragons. Sure. The second goal from Monroe scored at 4:48. Jared Christie unassisted. Face-off win for the Dragons. Ryan Hunter, slippery smooth with a backhander. Missed just wide of Masternak's pad. Here's Underwood looking to create. Nathaniel Mott at the right point while the puck bleeds past him. This will be Balsamo with Sommers. Balsamo, high slot. Hagen Moe shoots and scores. Hagen Moe was rushing up the ice, and he got by 1. And then had a lot of room to operate in the left circle, and Babin beaten glove side. And now head coach Bichard and Austin Doe looking at the iPad again, perhaps for an offside. But once again, the danger of losing that challenge is that you will be shorthanded. And right now, this deficit is 3. We don't want it to become any larger than what it is. It may be 3-0, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody watching, but there is a lot of time left in this game. And head coach Bichard says, I want a challenge. So this will be a challenge, I believe. He just did the iPad indicator, and now the referee's skating over to the bench, and well, we're gonna take a second look at this. I apologize, I do not have replay for all of you. I am gonna go back on YouTube though and see if I can catch it, and as much as I love you all being here, I recommend you to do the same. The challenge is officially for an offside. Columbus will be shorthanded if this does not pay off of note. And I'm going back and I'm watching it right now. Let's see what we got here. And head coach Bichard has not used his challenge much during the regular season. So it leads you to believe that if he's doing it right now, you have to believe that he has seen something that would indicate that this goal should come back. I'm looking at it on the big screen. That looks offside to me. And they're gonna say good goal. Definitely looked like it could have been offside, so now the River Dragons will be shorthanded. That was the quickest review I've ever seen. And for a play that I watched on the video board, that looked to be 50-50. That's disappointing, to say the least, and Kyle Moore wants an explanation. He deserves one here. Right now it's 3-0 Monroe, and the River Dragons should be shorthanded because the challenge did not pay off. Two minutes on the penalty board for the River Dragons. They will be shorthanded. The penalty will be served by Scott Doherty. It's gut check time now. The Moccasins will skate 5-on-4. It's a great time for a shorthanded goal, let me tell you. In the box is Scott Doherty. An unsuccessful challenge for head coach Bichard and the Dragons. As Alexander Jemayev will get the first clear of this penalty kill, 15 seconds into it. Fornaris the entry. He'll take a bump to the back from Balkwill. Sommers below the goal line. His pass over to the flank. Fornaris turns one way, now the other. Gets brought down to his knees, gets right back up. He's got the puck on the forehand. Fornaris Right point, Matthews. Forneris has the puck back. Matthews one more time. He'll shoot, caught by Trevor Babin, I should say. 13:49 left. The score may not be pretty, but I have a story to share with all of you that I will share during the intermission, but I'll give you a little bit of a preview. Did not ride the bus with the team. I came in a van with some of the players not playing. Fun van. Skate Scaldi, Joel Texmo, Cody Wickline, and Justin Somero as Thornton taken out without having the puck. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start singing again because that's what has started to happen here. Exactly what came to fruition last time we were here in Monroe. Stripes putting on a show as the clear from Colton. Colton, ultra aggressive. Columbus has the puck here, down a man. Thornton, though, left it on behind for Christie. So Christie will work it out with speed. Christie, right circle, shoots, pad save. He had the second goal for the Moccasins, that being Jared Christie. The third and the most recent to Hagen Moe. Seven minutes into the second period. Right back into the attacking end come the Moccasins. Of course, they are up a man on the power play here. Corson Green, turnover. Oh man, Storjahan nearly turned that into a breakaway for Tyler Barrow. The River Dragons were inches away, just not to be. There's a drag and a shot and a pad save made by Babin. Barrow takes a stick way up high and crickets. I just cannot believe my eyes tonight. I can't. All season. So Storjahan will apply the pressure onto Masternak. Liarakos, the lift. We're back to even strength. That's a plus. But, yeah. Storjahan, the entry. Barrow, backhander, saved by Masternak. It got through him, and then Barrow was boarded into the end wall. Here's Nathaniel Mott shooting. That got tipped by Doherty and hit the crossbar. The Moccasins want a high stick. They're not going to get one. Doherty from the left side, a backhanded feed. Storjahan shoots. Save made by Masternak with the blocker, and he whacked it out of midair to deny the follow-up too. Great shift here for the Dragons. Doherty, a one-handed pass for Jemayev. The puck pinballs back to him. A goal here would be massive. Nathaniel Mott wastes no time in letting a shot go to the net. Brody Thornton aggressive onto his man. Gesso joins the fray, and it's iced by Monroe. That's the only play that they have to make under immense pressure inside of the defensive zone for the home team. Can we lay off the horn for just a second? I say that with a smile on my face, but it's been a lot. It's been a lot of that. We'll be right back.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
The Port Huron Prowlers have taken a 2-1 lead over the Blue Ridge Bobcats in a winner-go-home game number 3. Port Huron on home ice. So if that score holds, the Prowlers will move on despite losing the first game of the series. The Moccasins also lost the first game of their first round series. That was with the River Dragons last night. 8-3 was the final score. Columbus kept off of the board up to this point. 8:36 into the second period. Gesso takes the draw with Galvin and Jemayev, Thornton and Mott at the back. Tyler Masternak has made every save needed tonight. The faceoff comes to his stick side. Columbus may be able to make something happen here. Jemayev with some time and space. Gesso will evade pressure, and we finally got a penalty on Monroe. Finally. My goodness, I've been waiting all season series for that. And I'll tell you what, the Moccasins want to goat Gesso into more. They're stepping on his stick, and Dustin Gesso just skated right away. I love it. Good on you, number 12. Don't buy into the straight-up baloney of the Moccasins. Please. Schumacher touches up. All right, here we go. It's go time. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time. Monroe to the box. The River Dragons on the Public's power play. Columbus in last night's game 1 scored 1 goal on the power play. It was Brad Fortin's first professional playoff marker. Hagen Moe in the box. Ballant aggressive, short-handed. Forneris 2. How about that stick lift from the back from Tyler Barrow? Barrow ridden into the dasher right next to the Moccasin bench. That was some start to the penalty kill from Monroe. It was Ballant who opened the scoring tonight, leading the charge. Kyle Moore gains the line. Ryan Hunter, a one-handed feed to the front, and Masternak dove to stop play. Now Alex Torjahan and Kyler Matthews. Ryan Hunter with Casey Gerstein. Now Gerstein with a shot to the neck of Kyle Moore. And you know what? It's just, I have a lot of respect for the officials here in the Federal Prospects Hockey League who work very hard, game in and game out. But it's been too much of this. It's been all game. Let's get some control here. We're at a hockey game, not a boxing match. Got to set a standard that it's not going to be had tonight. Well, that standard not set right now. But welcome to the Monroe Moccasins playing on home ice, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it looks like. They have everything to their advantage. The ice, the biggest one. As Tyler Barrow, the keep. Nicely done. Barrow brought down to the ice, and we got nothing there. Hunter, Asp, can't clear. Moore keeps it in. Moore onto the tape of Barrow. He'll send a slapper. That's snagged by Masternak. Ryan Hunter led the FPHL in power play goals during the regular season with 18. Did not get a chance to shoot on that power play. Shift, that is. What do we got here? Media timeout? Media timeout. During a power play, which still is just crazy to me. We'll be right back. Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons!
Didn't think termites were up this early. They really don't go to sleep. But now that it's warming up, termites really start moving.
But I'm good, right?
Oh yeah, you're good. Don't worry about pests this spring. Call Cooks, and you'll already be a step ahead of them.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cooks Pest Control.
We are exactly 30 seconds past the halfway point of the hockey game. Hello, everybody. My name is Liam Gotimer. River Dragons trail 3-0 in Game 2 of Round 1 of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs in the Continental Division. Your River Dragons playing the Monroe Moccasins in a best-of-3. Columbus will be on the power play for another 48 seconds. A reminder that if the River Dragons want to win this series and move on, they must win a game in this building. If not tonight, it has to be tomorrow. Brad Fortin, the extra one-handed swipe. He'll cut to the inside on Matthews. Fortin pulls up at the goal line, surveys his options, plays catch with Jessot. Fortin shoots and trickles by Masternak and behind the net. Both Jemayev and Fortin in the same spot. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Colton down the wall. Fortin firmly at the flank. Goal line, Jemayev will switch with Fortin, who now goes to the front of the net. Colton D to D. Here's Brody Thornton shooting. Save, rebound! Oh my goodness, Jessot! How did Masternak keep that puck out? Jessot was right there on the doorstep, and Tyler Masternak with his best of the game. Here's another chance as Jessot shoots from the far side of the ice. Chipped out all the way down. This will not have enough life for icing. That's a lot of momentum gained for the home team after killing off that power play, and the only reason they did was because of their goaltender. Now I'm looking at the overhead right now. I don't know how Masternak kicked out that left leg. That was a thing of beauty. But that's an example that the River Dragons can get grade A looks. They got a lot last night. Tonight they've been a little bit harder to come by, but they've been there. Storjahan will negate the icing. It's not called. Here's a centering pass from Storjahan to Barrow. He missed just wide of the blocker side. It's been a game of close calls for Columbus on the offensive end. Storjahan's pass picked off. The feed for Liarakos comes all the way to the goaltender Babin, who will one-hand it along for Patekin, who will utilize the basement of the defensive zone to come out from behind the net and set up Storjahan. Barrow will shoot, and what a save made by Masternak with the glove. Kyle Moore does not have his lid again. Tyler Barrow there too. Welcome to the show, folks. Oh, Yanni Liarakos. I'm gonna not say anything, but he is most certainly a person and an individual. Who barks on the ice at every single second he gets. And none more than to his former club. And Liarakos has exited the ice. Has a word for Trevor Babin as he goes into the locker room. All right, Yanni, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Patekin could not keep the puck in at the line, so he'll hustle back onto it with Ballant aggressive in the pursuit. The River Dragons really need a goal here in the final 7.5 minutes of the second, just to get some momentum on their side. Rasmus Asp shoots and tipped wide by Fornes. Larry Patekin, number 36, the puck on the backhand. Hunter was all over Schumacher, but Schumacher held his side of the neutral zone, and we have an offside on the opponent. which is proudly brought to you by our friends over at Old School Barbershop. Do you need a little bit off your sides? Oh my goodness. What happened to my voice? It betrayed me. Do you need a little bit off your sides? Well, appointments are required. Book online on Instagram, Facebook, or at www.oldschoolbarbershop.com. Shop spelled S-H-O-P-P-E. You're getting your hair cut. Make sure you're going old school. I made that one up. You like that Old School Barbershop? Not too bad, eh? Holla at your boy. All right. The Dragons take control off of the face-off, but Rasmus Asp at the red line. He prevented a 2-on-1 rush there by extending that twig of his. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for being here. My name is Liam Gotimer. I most certainly appreciate you joining the broadcast coverage of tonight's game. The 3 goals for Monroe. 1 goal scored in the first, 2 here in the second. Andrew Blount, Jared Christie, Hagen Moe. Remember, Columbus had to travel last night, so fatigue could be playing a factor, but the River Dragons have played a real nice game. They just haven't gotten the benefit of, well, Masternak letting up a softy yes, or a bounce going their direction. So Kirk Underwood, where's number 11? His pass for Josh Colton, past his twig, so Asp will send it in with conviction. The chase from Scantlebury, and he'll throw a reverse check onto Mike Wynn. That sent him down to the ice. Asp, another keep in the neutral zone. It's been an impressive shift, number 77. Underwood strips Gerstein with 6:20 left. Mike Wynn D-to-D with Colton. Up the ice, turned over to Schumacher. Man, that's 3 straight attempts by the River Dragons to get out of their defensive zone that were just denied by Moccasin Blue Liners. First 2 times it was Asp. That time it was Schumacher. Is the 4th time the charm? Yes, it is. Ryan Hunter shoots, gloved away. Kyler Matthews hitting Ryan Hunter up high. Hunter, no response. That's the right thing to do when your opponent is engaging in actions like that. And I just don't understand how that does not turn into a penalty on Kyler Matthews. I don't get it. There was nothing there. Matthews just decided to just throw a shove up high to Ryan Hunter that just results in nothing, nothing. I guess that's what you get for not engaging. They will always call the retaliation, but they will never call the first part of it. Well, in that moment, nothing changed, so. Ryan Galvin will bump bodies in the near side corner. There's a turnover. Jesso's got the biscuit. Jesso in front, sticked away by Masternak. Nathaniel Mott, right point. Jesso below the goal line. Jesso will turn at the left circle. He'll bank it off of the flank. Brody Thornton will shoot, and Masternak closes up shop. Alexander Jemayev has had enough of Kyler Matthews being a goon out there. If you're gonna keep barking, Kyler, you might as well just drop the gloves, yeah? Keep yapping, buddy. Jemayev says, I have your number circled. Tam, does he want to come up and broadcast? He's been talking so much. Let's put the headset on him. There's Jake Krupp down on the same level as the players, just screaming at his team and screaming at his coaching staff. Okay. Interesting time to be livid with up 3 goals on home ice. OJ, unpredictable. A River Dragon legend. Brody Thornton shoots and Masternak another save. And with every stop for Tyler Masternak, the building gets louder and his confidence continues to build. The last 6 shots, though, have come for the Dragons. It will be the first line of Barrow, Storjahan, and Moore. Barrow has it lost in his skates. He finds it for the moment. Picked out of the pile, though, by Dorsey. Thornton blows the tire, and that was Sommers who ran out of real estate and then got just bulldozed by Barrow. The puck attached to the kick plate with under 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Nathaniel Mott, Alex Storjahan, Brody Thornton, and Tyler Barrow in the same spot. The puck bounces out to match him. Rink wide he'll go, coursing green. The pass to the front, it's kicked by Mott, and then Mott is just hit right up high, right in front of the ref, nothing, and Babin a big save with the pad. I am absolutely beside myself tonight. I might lose my job if I don't mute the microphone because this has been an all-timer. All-timer, really. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana. Welcome to the Monroe Civic Center. Welcome to the Monroe Moccasins. Here's a chance perhaps for Ryan Hunter. Hunter, right side, pulls up, his pass, intercepted. He's getting interfered with. He does not have the puck at all. No call there either. This has been a display. That's all I got. Bataken, Balkwill, dumps it in. You know what? This isn't a sore loser. This isn't a broadcaster who's upset that his team is losing. This is a broadcaster that is calling it as it is. Hunter shoots. Thornton picks it up. He'll go to the back door for Underwood. Schumacher right there to wall off the Columbus captain. Mike Wynn from the left point. Masternak a blocker save, and out of play it goes. Ryan Hunter talking to the referee and says, where's that call? And that call, 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 and that call. All right, goodbye. We'll be right back.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Welcome back. The River Dragons trail 3-0 in Game 2 of Round 1 of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. A goal in the first, 2 goals in the second for Monroe. It's loud here in the Snake Pit tonight. Shout out to the fans here for the Moccasins. They pitched tonight as a blackout to their fans. Most of the fans wearing black, although I see a few colors peeking through. It's Ryan Galvin, Dustin Gesso, and Alexander Jemayev inside of the offensive zone as a slapper from Wynn. Save Masternak, a slapper from Gesso, save Masternak. Colton shoots and that hit a body. He whacks at it and just cleared as Columbus had pinched all the way up. in pursuit of a goal. Wynn takes a heavy hit. Jemayeff will come over, and the veteran, number 71, will squeeze away. Galvin inside of the defensive zone. Colton up the ice. Chopped past the stick of Gesso, and Gerstein will get it deep and will get a line change with 2:25 left to go here in the second. Jemayeff met by Dorsey at the offensive blue line, so Dorsey's defensive partner and Kyler Matthews will move it over to the far side half courts. And it does come past the blue line, so all Galvin can do is send it right back in from outside of the blue line. Gesso bumps bodies with Dorsey. Gesso will swipe it over to the far side of the ice, off of the boards next to the River Dragon bench, and it'll be Kyler Matthews who will lead Scantlebury in. Scantlebury, Matthews, through the net front, no tip. Barrow, what a pass. Storjahan with Fortin. Storjahan shoots. Saved by Masternak with Fortin right in front of the net. And then Masternak tried to trip Fortin as he skated in the crease. Don't think I didn't see that. Some updates for you around the FPHL. It's 4-2 Port Huron in the third, and it's 6-2 PD. If a miraculous comeback does not come for the Rock Lobsters, they are getting eliminated tonight. Stunning series of events. Fortin off the pass from Barrow. Fortin, the net drive, he goes across. Storjahan on the backhand, couldn't connect. Here's Nathaniel Mott into the chest of Masternak. Storjahan and Matthews separate. And one thing I do want to mention is that the Moccasins look like a different team with their starting goaltender in net. Of course, you play differently no matter which goaltender you have. Well, in front of Tyler Masternak, the Moccasins play their best. And their goaltender, he deserves the tip of the cap tonight. The River Dragons not kept off the board for a lack of quality scoring chances. I can assure you that. The big game, Hunter Ryan takes the faceoff. He does not come away with the puck. Nathaniel Mott turns it over to Christie, who will dance right around them, and Babin a right pad save. Kyle Moore with a chance to make something happen. Underwood, though, was hit at the wall by Christie. Christie bumps shoulders with Nathaniel Mott. Christie the one who falls down. Kyle Moore can't get it out. Austin Pick keeps it in. Kyle Moore gets hooked up. Nothing. Ethan Matcham at the red line. He'll bounce it on to Babin, just wide of his stick, actually. 25 seconds to go here in the period. 3-0, not an insurmountable lead to overcome at all. But it will create quite the task for the Dragons in the third. If the score remains 3-0 and Babin does his part to make sure that it's only a 3-0 score, but the River Dragons will be penalized here. Brody Thornton cannot believe it. So the River Dragons go to the floor and decor penalty kill here in Monroe. It's Lair Patakin who will go to the box. Got to give Malott credit there. Good drive to the net. Realizing that he was late in the period, so you can afford to throw caution to the wind a little bit and be a tad more aggressive than you were prior. So with 9.3 ticks, the River Dragons will be shorthanded here. And even if Columbus is able to keep Monroe off of the board, they will still be shorthanded for a $151 to start the third, down 3 goals. The period will come to an end with the score 3-0 Moccasins. Both teams exiting the ice without issue. We have a huddle. And now, finally, everybody has exited. The Moccasins and the Stripes. $17:50 and counting on the clock. 20 minutes left to play tonight. We will be right back to the Monroe Civic Center, where Liam Gotimer will, that's me speaking in third person, will break down the hockey game up to this point.
Hey, play for an ultra?
We playing for ultras?
Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. Now whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
A warm welcome back to Monroe. Liam Gotimer here with you. 14:50 on the clock. That's how long until the puck drops on the third period. But for now, I'm going to happily break down the hockey game up to this point for you all. The first goal of the game was scored 6 minutes and 41 seconds into the first period. It was Andrew Bellant who scored his first goal of the playoffs. The goal for the Monroe Moccasins came unassisted and at even strength, once again at 6:41. This was a play in which Kyle Moore lost his helmet, and, well, play continued on. Tucker Scantlebury got a shot toward the helmetless Kyle Moore and a vacated cage. He hit the crossbar, the puck popped down, and with Babin out of position, it was a wide open net for Bellant to deposit the puck into, which gave the Moccasins a 1-0 lead. And the River Dragons certainly could appreciate that they were only down 1-0 after one, despite getting outshot 28-11 in the first period. In the second, the scoring for Monroe picked up, but the shots on goal total did even out a little bit. The River Dragons actually outshot the Moccasins 12-11 in the second period, but the two goals both went to the home team. First, it was Jared Christie who found the back of the net unassisted at even strength, that goal being scored at 4:48. This was chaos in front of Trevor Babin, and Christie was the last player to get a touch on the puck, which led to number 5 getting credited with the goal. Trevor Babin would ask for goaltender interference, but his head coach would not oblige by challenging. So the goal stood, and at 4:48, it was 2-0 Monroe. At 5:32, yes, that's right, just 44 seconds later, it would be number 8, Hagen Moe, who would score again for the Moccasins. Remember, he scored last night, 7 goals head-to-head against the River Dragons during the regular season. For Moe, the goal was scored at 5 minutes and 32 seconds of the second period. For Hagen, it's his second goal of the 2025 Commissioner's Cup playoffs, assisted by Dean Balsamo, who wears number 93, and Brad Sommers, number 13. There have been 5 penalties in the game, 3 to the River Dragons. They went off for a slash at 19:56 of the first. That was a coincidental minor. Then in the second, 1 penalty to the Moccasins, a 2-minute minor for a trip on Hagen Moe at 9:17. And the Dragons took 2 penalties. The first was a delay of game bench minor because, well, that third goal for the Moccasins, scored by Hagen Moe, head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard wanted to challenge that play for offside, which he did. And, well, he didn't get the benefit of the doubt. And instead of the score going from a 3-0 line to 2-0, it was 3-0 and a power play for the Moccasins. Luckily for the Dragons, Monroe did not score on that power play, but they did exit the ice after 40 minutes with a 3-0 lead. I will mention, though, that the River Dragons did very well to test Tyler Masternak in the last 5 minutes of the period. So perhaps that could be a sign of things to come in the third period. 3-0, a big deficit, but not insurmountable. You get yourself 1 goal in the opening 5-7 minutes of the period. Then, with the momentum on your side and having beaten Masternak for the first time in this series, that could be the way for Columbus to get back into this game. We'll have to see if that comes to fruition. The shots on goal in total, 39 for the Moccasins, 23 for the Dragons. Of course, that 39 number helped out a lot by the 28 bids that came in the first period. The goaltenders, Tyler Masternak, has made 23 saves on 23 shots. Man, the Moccasin coaches must be upset that they left number 35 here at home. They lose game 1, and in game 2, he looks sharp. Chris Branch backing him up tonight. On the other side for the Dragons, it's been Trevor Babin. He made 35 saves last night and threw 40. Tonight, he has stopped 36 shots. and you wonder about fatigue with Trevor Babin. The score 3-0. He's played 2 nights in a row. If this score does hold, he will potentially play 3 nights in a row. That's an advantage that the Moccasins have over the Dragons. Masternak, if a game 3 is forced, will be playing in just his 2nd game in a row, Babin his 3rd, as I just touched on. The shots on goal leaders, first for your Dragons, 2 players with 3 players with 3 actually. Brody Thornton, Kyle Moore, and Alex Storjahan. On the other side for the Moccasins, Kyler Matthews has 7 shots on goal. And a lot of words said to the River Dragons for Kyler Matthews specifically. We have 9 minutes, 23 seconds until the puck drops on the 3rd. This is Liam Gotimer saying we'll be right back.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
It's simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you. To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here. Have a great party, guys.
That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Hey, hi, how are you? My name is Liam Gotimer. So happy that you've joined us on the River Dragons Broadcast Network tonight for coverage of this evening's contest. Here's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going in order, but the Athens Rock Lobsters, after winning the Continental Division, have been swept by the PD Ice Cats. I'm calling that game. It's over. 30 seconds left in that game, so it is over. That is a final. I'll go and update that for you all. The Athens Rock Lobsters have been eliminated from the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Simply stunning. And not just eliminated, but swept. Of course, Athens, made waves at the trade deadline, trading for Gus Ford. But in doing that, they traded away several key pieces to their back end. And it just goes to show you that you shouldn't strip down your team to bring in one player. And that's not to say that Gus Ford has not done enough as a Rock Lobster. I'm sure he has. I mean, he's one of the best players in this league for a reason. A veteran who left Carolina for a chance to win a Commissioner's Cup, and to be swept out of the first round has to be a tough feeling for Athens. When you lose game 1 at home, though, that's the danger. So they go home. That game is over. That series is over. And if the River Dragons win this game, they will face PD in the next round. But they are down 3-0. If the score holds, we have a winner-go-home game 3 tomorrow. Speaking of a winner-go-home game 3, well, the Port Huron Prowlers and the Blue Ridge Bobcats just played in one of those. 4-2, Port Huron, like Athens and PD, that game nearing its conclusion, and it has reached its conclusion. That is a final. So there you go. Both series over. 3 out of the 4 series are over. Of course, Binghamton sweeping Topeka, PD sweeping Athens, and Port Huron beating Blue Ridge in 3. One final series left to decide. The Dragons and the Moccasins. Thank you, as always, to Zelmo Zippin for providing tonight's out-of-town scoreboard. You see it on the screen, 3 minutes, 50 seconds until the puck drops on the 3rd. We'll be right back to the Monroe Civic Center.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Marcinkiewicz shoots in and out of the glove of Trevor Babin. Marcinkiewicz, Zajic, one-timer, Babin the save!
Boy.
You love that passing, though, on the right side of the red line for the River Dragons. Has a great A for PD, and Babin saves the day again. On goal aside, still searching for the first goal. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz over to the right. Alexander Leitkov will dip. Marcinkiewicz and Babin with the right hand. Instead, Robinson will fire intentionally wide of Babin, and a great A! Babin got his glove up. Oh my goodness. Gullo will dance in, left dot, he'll shoot. Blocked before getting to Babin. Frolov to the net, save, rebound save, one more try, and Babin another save!
Just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 3 stops, all labeled, and he comes up with the puck. Unreal.
.20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Monroe Moccasins for the final regulation period of hockey in Louisiana tonight. In this third period, your River Dragons will skate from right to left. They wear their white jerseys with the black and teal letters and numbers along the back and on the sides, while Monroe will attack from left to right. They wear their black jerseys with the brown and black letters and numbers along the back and on the sides, with a little bit of a gold outline too. River Dragons will be shorthanded for a $1.56 to begin the period. The penalty kill brought to you by our friends over at Florin Decor. In the box is Lair Patakin. It's actually a minute 51, so we'll take that. It'll be Kirk Underwood, your captain. Scored 2 goals last night, and Jared Christie at the center ice face-off logo. The puck has been dropped. We are officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the 3rd period. Lair Patakin, number 36, in the penalty box for another minute 35. Here is Casey Gerstein, number 71. His dish to the right, that is Jared Christie, the bump back to the line. Matthews, Fornaris, the rink-wide slap pass, did not find its intended receiver. From the wall to the point, switching places with Matthews is Fornaris. He's teed up for the one-timer, does not take it. At the right dot, Matthews will take the one-timer, and Babin makes the save. Mike Wynn the reach to force it over to the corner. Christie will still get a look, though, from in between the circles. It was blocked. Christie got another chance. Excuse me, that was Fornaris. He had a wide open net to shoot at, and it hit a body. Here's another look, blocked. One more chance, goes out of play. All right, you'll take that. 52 seconds left to kill. A new group of penalty killers to come out onto the ice. Nathaniel Mott, Ryan Galvin, Alexander Jemayev, and Brody Thornton for Columbus. Alongside the goaltender, of course. Frank Schumacher, the defenseman and captain, will take the faceoff. That's unusual. Schumacher loses it because he is a defenseman. At the top of the left circle, there's a shot from Ballant, missed the net. Columbus, while shorthanded, can't get it out. Liarakos to the mid slot. Dorsey's shot hit Brody Thornton, and nobody knew where the puck was until Columbus found it, and they will clear it on to Tyler Masternak. With 20 seconds left to come off of the clock on the penalty, it's number 36 in white. One last clear from Nathaniel Mott. The Moccasins will have to move it up quickly if they want to make something happen while still on the power play. They do exactly that. Schumacher was cutting to the cage. Barrow will wind up and slap it all the way out. That's the last clear Columbus needed on the penalty kill. We're back to full strength. So that's a good start. That was step one to coming back into this hockey game. We kill off the first, or the remaining, I should say, 1 minute and 56 seconds that Monroe had on the power play. Now, get the puck into the other end of the ice, and we have a penalty. The River Dragons are going to the Public's power play here. Hagen Moe to the box. So a goal and a penalty tonight for Hagen. It's a high stick on Moe. Got to convert here. Underwood, Barrow. The pass for Moore deflected into the mesh. 5 seconds gone by on the power play. Let's put 2 ticks back on that clock. The River Dragons during the regular season operated at 26% on the power play, while Monroe on the penalty kill, 84%. Columbus did score a power play goal last night. We have a false start on the face-off, so we'll do it again. Storjahan kicked out, Barrow replaces. Face-off win. The bump from Storjahan to the captain Underwood. Barrow left side. Kyle Moore will slip from behind the net, now to the wall. He receives a pass from Barrow. 20 seconds gone by on the power play. In the box is Hagen Moe. It's the other number 8, Tyler Barrow, with the puck on the offensive for Columbus. Storjahan, right circle, shoots, caught by Masternak. Moore was in front. 30 seconds through the power play. Ryan Hunter, 18 power play goals during the regular season. No player a more lethal threat on the man advantage in this league than him. You know, Monroe are attached to him like white on rice. They don't want to allow him to get any look toward Masternak. He has already hit a post this evening. The right circle is his spot. He'll go into the corner in an attempt to pick it up and grab possession for his team, but it's clear first. All the way on to Babin. Still a lot of time left to go in this game. We're 3 minutes through the third period. There's a turnover, though. And another clear for the Moccasins. They are 7 seconds away from being halfway through the penalty kill. The power play proudly brought to you by our friends over at Publix. Hunter gains the line. He'll collide with Schumacher. Right flank, Colton will keep it moving through the legs of Moore. Storjahan will go into a board battle, and well, it's won by Monroe. Barrow will come right back into the attacking end. He had the puck dislodged. Storjahan for Barrow. It's onside. Nope. A little disjointed on the power play in the first minute 24, and the first unit will go off. And the faceoff comes out into the neutral zone. It'll be just so with Fortin, Galvin, Thornton, and Josh Colton. Thornton goes D to D with Colton. Good start. Dumped in. The clearing attempt, gloved down by Thornton. All right. Galvin at the flank. Left wing corner, Fortin. Fortin will keep his feet moving as he is hauled down to the sheet by Schumacher. It's playoff hockey for you. Christie, rink wide, it's a turnover. Jesso bumps into a Moccasin, but allow Josh Colton to keep it in. How about that swipe from Thornton to Galvin? His pass over to the right, picked up by Jesso, who collects off of the boards. Fortin, right circle, surveys his options. Out of the box is Hagen Moe. Fortin's still with it. He takes a hit. Scandalari's got it from Monroe, past the stick of Colton, and all the way out. Power play is over. .25 left. A reminder that if the River Dragons do not come back in tonight's game, there will be a win or go home, game 3, at 5:05 Eastern time. 4:05 local. Hunter, right circle. Here comes a chance for Columbus. Balkwill to the net. Big save by Masternak. The rebound popped all the way out perfectly for the Moccasins. Balsamo across, and Hunter came back and got his stick in the passing lane. Jesso with a monster check, then he gets ragdolled down to the ice. And now Jesso will speed in. He may have a step on his opponent. Jesso for Hunter. Hunter drops it back. Jesso a one-timer. He missed well wide. And uncorked into the offensive zone by Moe. 5:35 into the period. Here's Brody Thornton with it. Right side, Scott Doherty. Barrow for Thornton. Thornton shoots from the left side. He missed the net. Kyle Moore right onto the ice. He'll test Masternak, who makes another save, this time with his right pad. Ballant strips his man, cuts all the way to the cage, pulls up onto the forehand, and Nathaniel Mott played the puck away from him. That was beautiful. This will be icing on Columbus. We will be right back to the Snake Pit.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
A warm welcome back to Columbus River Dragons hockey. My name is Liam Gotimer. Great to have you here. The River Dragons down 3-0 tonight here in Monroe. But they lead the series 1-0. If the score holds, we have a win or go home game 3 tomorrow. I know the two best words in sports are game 7, but a game 3, the best of 3 series, might as well be a game 7. But Columbus still with a lot of time to trek their way back into this game. North of 10 minutes, and we know how fast the River Dragons can score as Storjahan tries to do exactly that. Masternak makes a glove save. Man, he's getting better as the game ages on. Barrow, Storjahan, another stop made by Masternak. It's been a brick wall. Sometimes you have to tip your cap. Barrow slips right on by, and man, Matthews, that should be a penalty, and it is. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. It took until 13:08 to go here in the third period, but Kyler Matthews finally called down for his antics. So yet another chance for Columbus. They've been so good on the power play all year, but they only have one power play goal in the playoffs. You get one here, it turns into the most dangerous lead in hockey with more than 10 minutes left to go. But you gotta get one here. It's imperative. It'll be Jesso, Galvin, Thornton, and Colton. Thornton off the face-off win. He peeks toward Masternak. Instead, will dish over to the left. Galvin sends it right back for Thornton. Thornton does not shoot. He'll walk the line a little bit. Now he'll let it rip, and a save made. Thornton was in front. Galvin from the corner, patient with the biscuit. Nicely done there from number 28 in white. Colton, bottom of the right circle, Jesso. Jesso passes it off for Thornton. Here's Colton, straight on, save Masternak. Colton will skate over to the left point and keep the puck in. Colton with another bid, he missed the net. Tried to go low blocker there. Moccasins content with pinning the puck up along the corner boards here. It does bleed out to Thornton. Thornton to the flank. Thornton. That's a tongue twister. Josh Colton with his leg up. That broke his stick. It still got through to Masternak. And, well, the Moccasins take advantage and clear. 8 minutes into the third. The River Dragons on the power play for 50 seconds. The first unit on. It's Brad Thornton, Kirk Underwood, Alex Storjahan, Kyle Moore, and Tyler Barrow. Storjahan rings it around. Right point, Kyle Moore zips it for Barrow, and it deflected off of the heel of his stick and into the lower bowl. The officials convening. River Dragons saying that the faceoff should be in the Moccasin end, and they'll get their wish. There's 35 seconds exactly left to go on the man advantage. Storjahan wins it back to Barrow. Hunter scoops it off of the dasher, but one more clear from Monroe. Barrow inside of the blue line, receives a return feed from Moore. The offensive zone gained, but Moore will have to skate back. Gerstein all over him. He's got a breakaway, and he is denied by Babin, keeping his team in the game. Gerstein again, a backhander this time, and Babin squeezes everything right up. Play now back underway. The shots on goal here in the third, 2-2. 42-29 Monroe for the game. Some physical play here in the near side corner to the stick side of Trevor Babin. Several players involved. Jesso, the flip, it's gloved down by Balsamo. Doherty there in support, though, to prevent a back-breaking goal. 10:25 left. Balkwill D-to-D with Patakin. One-handed by Balkwill, but he touched it after the River Dragons whacked it out of midair. So that's a high stick. And you know, head coach Bichard talked about the River Dragons disrupting the flow of the Moccasin game last night. Well, the Moccasins doing that to the River Dragons tonight. That's a good adjustment from Monroe from one game to the next. If you can get one here before the 7-8 minute mark, you give yourself life. That's a big if. 2 power plays already in this third period. Neither has turned into a red light. Skittleberry offside. Thank you once again to all of the fans who came to the Columbus Civic Center tonight to watch tonight's game at the watch party. So Alex Dorjahan throw a shoulder onto Kyler Matthews. Brad Ford's had a great game tonight. He's got the puck on the backhand. One-time option for Barrow, and Masternak made the save. Rebound came loose in the vicinity of Storjahan, so he'll float it for Fortin. The cycle continues. This is Tyler Barrow, league leader in points. During the regular season, he'll shoot, and that deflected right out of play. And now Matthews holding on to Alex Storjahan. I know who the pest of the game is tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca. Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here. Have a great party, guys.
That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
9 minutes, 38 seconds left to go here in the third period. Final regulation period of hockey tonight in Monroe, Louisiana. My name is Liam Gotimer. No goals for Columbus this evening, but not for a lack of scoring opportunities. You have to give credit where credit is due to Tyler Masternak, who has played a sensational 40 minutes and change for his club. $50 minutes and 29 seconds. That delay there was me trying to get the math right. We got there. So Mike Wynn whacks the puck out right next to the River Dragon bench, but hot on it is Scantlebury, and a slapper misses Babbitt's glove hand. Wynn will set up Sturgeon. Now Barrow through the middle of the ice. Barrow the dish back for Fortin, who overskated the biscuit. 9:03 to go. A comeback not impossible, but a goal necessary. Here's Barrow trying to do it all himself, and Masternak makes the stop. Barrow closes his legs to keep his team in possession. Here's Nathaniel Mott, right side. He scored his first pro goal here in this building. Alex Sturgeon, right circle. He'll dance, his shot, scooped by Scantlebury and airlifted out to the near wing. Thornton tripped, and Babin raises up his glove hand for a penalty, and I'll let you take a guess on what's to come. So Gerstein will slip back. Christie in the neutral zone. The puck bounces over to the far wing, and Kyle Moore will pick it up. More of the sauce. Ryan Hunter watches it go past him. Kirk Underwood the same. The chip and the chase for Christie. Nathaniel Mott, the only defenseman back, so he'll turn with the puck on the forehand and find support in his defensive partner in Brody Thornton. Thornton throws a shove up high onto his opposition, but the Moccasins will get themselves right out with 7:45 left, up 3 goals. Here's Underwood. When you need a goal most, look to your captain. Ryan Hunter. He goes in hard behind Masternak. Kirk Underwood joins him. Scott Doherty. He'll turn and shoot, blocked inadvertently by his teammate Underwood. 12:55 into the third. I don't know if my heart can take a winner go home game 3. Love this team so much. As Gesso cuts in, this is barely onside. It wasn't onside. That was a late offside call. Gesso took the shot, but how could you blame him? He's just continuing his pursuit of a goal. We'll return in 60 seconds with the Moccasins. I guess we're not going anywhere. You never know whether the horn is a media timeout or it's just a horn. A lot of horns here in Monroe, Louisiana. I will save my story, by the way, involving Skeet Scaldi, Justin Samaro, Cody Wickline, and Joel Texmo for tomorrow. But like I said earlier in the game, it was a very fun ride in the van. Jemayev zips it to the low slot. Bornaris on cleanup duty with 6:35 left. He does not ice the puck. So Schumacher will begin his approach. The captain of the Monroe Moccasins, his second season with Monroe and his second year as their captain, as Gesso runs into Asp. Doherty's stretch pass Onto the tape of Jasso. Between the legs, feed. Jemayev, left side to the back door. It comes to Fortin, who shoots, and Masternak went down, got his glove up, but the puck never came to number 35 in black. Jasso, left point, Thornton. Right point, Mott. Shoots, misses the net. Fortin one-hands it to the middle. Gerstein, a weak clear, but it gets the job done. You know, I'll bring you back to last night's game. Even though the Moccasins were not winning last night's game, they did score twice in the third period, and I mentioned that perhaps could give them some momentum into tonight's game, and it did exactly that. So I'll say the same thing for the River Dragons. If you can get one, even if it does not necessarily impact the end result of the hockey game, it could give you some confidence that you can score on this goaltender going into tomorrow. Masternak has definitely been the #1 guy for Monroe during the regular season. He hails from Oshawa, Ontario. He had a 2.86 goals against average and a .906 save percentage. Once again, he played in 7 of the 8 meetings during the regular season against the Dragons, and he started 6 of them. Brody Thornton will fire. Misses. Nathaniel Mott, right flank. Pinballs around, and right back for Thornton. 15 minutes into the third. Storjahan, Barrow, Fortin on the backhand to the back door. Storjahan couldn't knock it down. Fortin will bump it back to the line. Here's Brody Thornton shooting, and Masternak catches it. Another media timeout. That's the final of the game.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Play now back underway. Breakaway. Belant. Glove save by Babin. That was a slapper on a breakaway. Very seldom do you see that. Four minutes, 20 seconds left. The River Dragons at risk of losing their 5th game in 5 tries, regular season and playoffs in this building this year. They trail 3-0. Galvin will work out with Underwood and Hunter. Underwood gets a line change. Hunter gets run into by Schumacher, and this will be an odd man rush here from Monroe. The puck flicked by Pick for Gerstein. He digs it out of the pile. Pick turns and shoots, and Babin fights it off. So Jasso with 3:25 left. Patakin, near corner, Balkwill turns it over as he sent the puck through the middle of the ice. Schumacher will shoot into the glove hand of Babin with 3:12 to go. So unless a miraculous comeback is forthcoming, which I would not put past the greatest game on earth, being hockey, the River Dragons will lose tonight's game, most likely. And there will be a Game 3 tomorrow night. Kyle Moore looking to make me eat my words. He'll shoot, save made, rebound! And Masternak, his biggest stop of the game onto Colton. Not even the announcer's jinx can get by Masternak. I jinxed that the River Dragons were going to lose this game, and then, well, they rushed right up the ice and got their best scoring chance in several minutes. I was known for the announcer's jinx in Atlanta during my time with the Gladiators of the ECHL. So I'll jinx the goaltender. Tyler Masternak playing really well tonight. He's got a shutout. S-H-U-T-O-U-T. Shut out Tyler Masternak. Let's see if it works. A Moccasin ejected from the face-off circle, so Hagen Moe will come in and replace. How epic would it be if the shutout came to an end? Jemayev in front, oh my goodness, it almost happened as Chesso shoots at a 5-hole save made by Masternak. Here's Wynn at the line. Kyle Moore will fire on, Masternak the denial. Colton on the backhand, and it's swept out into the Moccasin bench, nearly took the head off of Jay Krupp. The individual right there with the towel, his name is Wolfgang. I met him yesterday in Columbus. I believe he's the EQ from Monroe, I believe. He sang the national anthem tonight, did a real nice job, so nice job, Wolfgang. Cool name, too. Off the face-off, Barrow will shoot. Nothing got through to Masternak. Tucker Scantlebury will get the chop onto the puck. Mike Wynn, the puck on the backhand. He finds Brad Ford, who at the red line cannot get it deep as he collides with Scantlebury with 2:05 left. A reminder that Game 3 tomorrow night will be played at 5:05 Eastern Time. It's for all the marbles. The loser goes home. The winner faces the PD Ice Cats in a best-of-3 series for a chance to go to the Commissioner's Cup final, where the winner of that series will face either the Binghamton Black Bears or the Port Huron Prowls. Scantlebury just cannot stop barking at the River Dragon bench. If you're gonna bark, show a little bite, as Brad Fortin will rush. Tyler Barrows pass for Storjahan, and he swung and got about 10% of that puck. This will be icing on Monroe. The River Dragons have not pulled Trevor Babin. I do not believe that they will. I'd like to thank the Moccasin production crew for getting me all set up tonight. Appreciate that. Troy, who produces games for Monroe, does a good job. Joseph Furtado and Pete over there on the broadcast. Some cool dudes. I'm gonna grab a picture with them after the game. $80 left. Brody Thornton takes a slash to the hand. No penalty. Thornton for Barrow. He'll try to end the shutout from the neutral zone, and Masternak makes another stick save. 60 seconds left to play. This will be icing on Monroe. Gerstein can't believe it, but are you really that upset about a non-call in a situation that does not matter? If the game's over, you have won. Can you just stop complaining? It's you and every single member of the roster, every shift. .52 seconds left in this one, and then we turn the page to tomorrow. A goal here would taste sweet. It's getting loud here in the snake pit. The horns are aplenty. 33 seconds left. The River Dragons on the verge of getting shut out in Game 2 of Round 1 of the postseason to the Monroe Moccasins. And, well, Monroe will play keep away. And Kyler Matthews, hey, he turned it over. Galvin will get hit along the wall. Here's a shot for a sharp angle. It got by Masternak. It's at the goal line, and they score! No! Oh, Kyler Matthews may have just prevented his goaltender from getting a shutout. It couldn't have happened to a better guy. There's still 5 seconds left, and right now the goal did not go onto the board, but right now the puck is laying past the goal line. Of course, that doesn't matter. The puck needed to be completely across the goal line before the whistle was blown, but this skirmish still has not separated, and the cameraman is just interested in showing the crowd. I'm sorry. Come on, can we show what's going on? Like, really? I'm gonna go to the Monroe broadcast. I know their score bug is behind ours, but just so you can at least see what's happening on the ice instead of looking at the fans. I'm frustrated for you, sorry about that. And there's Ryan Hunter. Ryan Hunter is all of us right now. Now they're showing the play. You might as well just end this game before things get out of hand. And Ryan Hunter's still talking, and he's talking to the police. I don't think Ryan Hunter is who they should be going after. Wink, wink. The game is over. Monroe wins 3-0. They shut out the River Dragons in Game 2. Hugs for Trevor Babin, who, once again, I mean, just stellar. Stick taps for you, 72 White. Columbus has another chance to close out the series tomorrow. Trevor Babin in the loss makes 42 saves on 45 shots, while Monroe, their goaltender Tyler Masternak, stops 36 of 36 for the shutout. The shots on goal in the third, 9-5 River Dragons, 45-36 Monroe. So there's your positive to take away. They outshot the Moccasins 25-17 through the last 2 periods, but it was the first that made the difference. They got outshot 28-11, outscored 3-0, and the Moccasins win Game 2. No goals for the River Dragons tonight. They get shut out. And it'll be a win or go home, game 3 tomorrow. The puck drops at 4:05. The season for the Dragons is on the line. For everybody who watched tonight's game, whether that be on YouTube or Sportfy, thank you so much. My appreciation to you is immense. Tonight did not go the River Dragons' way, but that does not mean tomorrow will not. For the final time tonight, the final score is Monroe 3, River Dragons 0. Until next time, this is Liam Gotimer saying, stay safe, stay well, and as always, let's go River Dragons.